NDC delegates have shown the way by electing me with a definite 98.9%, or in mathematical terms, you always adjust to the nearest number. And so 98.9% is 99%. And this is indicative of their elevated faith and conviction in my ability to provide honest, visionary, and responsible leadership. They did so not only based on our solid record of achievements, but also on the concrete, sincere assurances I've given to transform our cherished country, Ghana, by building the Ghana we want together. That transformation will demand your cooperation, and that cooperation begins from today. In building the Ghana we want together, we will need you, every Ghanaian, including the disappointed NPP members. Including the disappointed NPP members who are appalled by the arrogance, untruthfulness, mismanagement, corruption, and nepotism of their own government. I invite all such persons to join us in this rebuilding mission. We will also need you, every Ghanaian who wants to have a project or program in agriculture, including horticulture, aquaculture, small businesses, manufacturing, construction services, extractive industry, but has been impeded by the illicit demands of officials of this government. The next NDC government is your home. We will need you, every Ghanaian who believes that merit must be recognized and compensated, and not favoritism taking the center stage. And we'll need you if you genuinely believe we have had enough of the incompetence and mismanagement of this government over the last 6.5 years.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down, one by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us.
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akoberute. Like, it's exactly 3:31 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 7:31 in Ghana. If you're here tonight, I'd like to say thank you and welcome to the most authoritative, most informative platform on the planet right now. We are streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. My name is Kevin Akoberute. My producers are called Ghost Team. We are live across the world. We are on Facebook. We are on TV. We are on different platforms. Tonight we are live on Multi TV. On Multi TV, search for Loud Silence TV. On Multi TV, search for Loud Silence TV. Also live on YouTube. On YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV. On YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV. We are also live on With Audio Respect page on Facebook. We are live. That's our official page on Facebook, With Audio Respect page on Facebook. Loud Silence TV is also on Facebook. You can get this show live right now as I speak. We are also cross-posting on some very important platforms tonight across the world. We're live on Benjamin Wayot Mahama's platform on Facebook. Go on Facebook, search for Benjamin Wayot Mahama. You will get this show live this evening as I speak. NDC TV are also proud to be part of us. They are our partners in cross-posting the show. They are also picking the show live on Facebook, NDC TV. Check the followers before you follow the page. Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform on Facebook. We are streaming live through his platform. Go on Facebook, search for Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform. We are live tonight. Kevin Taylor, my official page on Facebook. We are streaming the show live now on Facebook. We are live, and Ghana News Thread are also picking us live tonight. My name is Kevin Taylor. You can call me BJ, the Black Jesus, the Baby Jesus. The internet is or the Ibradango of Ghana journalists. I am the Ibra Dango. Whatever I say is what you have to talk about. And in a good way, we are back again today, being Monday. Wonderful, wonderful Monday evening. Very, very poised. The team on standby, solid team. They are ready to give us the facts tonight. We will be doing lots and lots of education. We will be breaking down the reasons why John Dramani Mahama, the 98.9% vote he got over the weekend, is not just a myth. John Dramani Mahama deserves more than 98.9. I'll prove that to you tonight. The whole Ghana, we'll be doing this with a fact. Remember, we have lots and lots of documents to show tonight to prove to Ghanaians why John Dramani Mahama needs to lead the NDC, and he's leading the NDC now, and why he has to be the president of the Republic of Ghana come 2025. We are not just coming here to speak on issues without backing it with facts. Tonight, we'll be going through lots and lots of documents for you to understand clearly why John Dramani Mahama deserves to be the president come 2025. I've posed a question out there. My editorial team said we should ask the ordinary Ghanaian a simple question. Can any of the NPP presidential candidates pull 98% in the NPP today? Can any of them pull that? And that is a very important question we need to be asking. Remember, John Dramani Mahama was contested. Tonight, I'm asking the NPP, can the whole NPP come together and rally behind one person and say 98% of the party support this person, they support his vision, they know and they believe that this person can lead the party without any cracks or any misunderstanding? That is the question we'll be asking today. The NDC have always have taken the lead again. From 1992, they have shown Ghanaians that when it comes to democracy, dispensation of our democracy, and making sure that others follow, they have always been the pace setters. Today, we will show you why the NDC have proven that they have a solid team, their grassroots are ready. The ordinary Ghanaian in the middle who did not know what to do after 2016, today know what to do by going to the ballot to vote for the NDC. John Dramani Mahama is the product. He's sellable, and it's a product that is important to every Ghanaian. The reason why John Mahama today has 99% vote from his own party, the grassroots, it shows that they are ready to wrestle power. They are ready to take back power for Ghanaians. Democracy is very important, and we need a party that believes in democracy. Tonight, people will not like me. Some people too will like me. We are back from the elections. We will discuss that. It's going to be brief, and also we're going to move on and discuss some very important, vital information making rounds on social media and also in the news. This show is in 4 segments. The first segment is what we call the hello segment, where I say hello to every single individual watching me across the world, Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas. I say hello to them, especially the women here on this platform. The second platform are 2 segments put together. The second segment are 2 different segments put together. We called it the social media segment and also the Kaikalization segment. The social media segment is where we pick stories from different social media platforms, break it down from news outlets, portals, the news that are very important, explain further for you to have a clear understanding of what is actually happening or transpiring around you. The Calculation segment is when you go back all the way into time to bring you things that you have forgotten, the lies politicians have told us, especially this NPP government. We will remind you so that you don't make such mistakes again going to ballot in 2024. The third is pound for pound segment, where I speak on the issues. I'll be breaking down why John Dramani Mahama deserves to lead. The facts are there. We will be entering every single region in Ghana. We will be showing you the numbers. We will be showing why John Dramani Mahama is the chosen one and why Ghana as a nation, not NDC, Ghana as a nation wants John Dramani Mahama to lead. The final segment, when I open the phone lines for you to also call and tell us what you think about what we will discuss here tonight. Thank you very much, team. Thank you for your production, and thank you for giving me the facts to sell to Ghanaian people. Enyumbre, mabawe nima ahobrasiye bidin ede Ibra Dango, and I say Kevin Eko Bedu Taylor. Me and I'm here the internet Jesus. The Americano Sebu Onyankopon niwa me na me shedan the Americano ene yejuma. Yaba ha nyumbre yebeka Ghana politics. Ghana politics mu Nyankopon enemy. Me ba na me kyerɛkyerɛm me dwudwam ma Ghana fo hu nokore no de wom. Omo magye pene se nokore a yedi wa ha omo nyina so be support sa nokore no onyame ento omo nkwadem. From all the platforms mu nyina, you have dedicated your platforms to speak truth irrespective of the political party in power. I like to say I salute you all, and I give all the respect to you guys for holding on and making sure the truth gets to the last person in Ghana. Enyumbre yebedin komo in command nkomo tietia mebe kyerɛ adekudie ntia ɛyɛ John Dramani Mahama ɔyɛ NDC for Franca 24 ende mena oka say o deserve it number onyan. In fact, sa anka enye nsɛm anka John Mahama or sanka NDC fo nyina etomano mena ka say onya 98.9 ode broni kasem na sa ok bono tofa onya 99.9% and NDC for abone chidom say wo and a watch there yahwehwe nyomem yahwe track record yahwe de obetuma ye nsama waka gidie ene eyeden togetherness or the party no NDC for I from the grassroots party ni omodia no omanhwe obi anim omodia ma John Dramani Mahama say ko na okunwe yebeko ediwechi ema nokre anase tumi abefie intende ye ka say party no the leader of the NDC is John Dramani Mahama. He is being helped by the chairman, the general secretary, and all the executives. They are working as a team, and the grassroots are the pillar or the backbone of the party. Without the grassroots, John Mahama and his executives are nothing. So we believe, and I strongly say, the grassroots of the NDC, I've never seen a solid, a fortified group that is ready to wrestle for power than this grassroots in Ghana, the NDC grassroots. I believe in them. Every single decision they will make on the ground is a decision they stick by, and I know they have reasons why they make that decision. I believe in the grassroots, and I believe in the philosophy the grassroots is using now to make sure they win power come 2025. And you bring Yebebusa, NPP, a year MPP, party numana say MPP a year amanyuku no. Why na what MPP mo obetumenya 98.9%. Me aka say MPP kowi ana amanyuku wi sa nipa we de yenyina ya ka etira bom ye pese ye de atumi ene sebio ye do ene ye nyansa ene yakoma edi na chima ne kof frank amaye and the NPP ni ben ene betumenya even 45% 60% ewo MPP mu abra endwudwa party nim. That is what the question we are asking today. Ye pese ye hu say you will be MPP mu a sebio the NDC aye akire Ghana for no omo betumi aye biana. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obetumi pulling 98.9% ewo MPP mu. Alan Kojo Chiramantin obetumi pulling that number. It shows how formidable and strong the NDC is. They are ready. And they are ready indeed to win power. John Dramani Mahama today closed the internal politics in the NDC. Officially, the leader of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama, no, he has closed the elections. That means every single grievance, every single issue anyone had with anyone, John Dramani Mahama says the elections are done. Look forward, focus, and make sure you win the bigger elections. That is election 2024. I'll deal with the issues. I'll speak on the issues. If you're here tonight, I'd like to say thank you very much for being here tonight. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. I am the host. My producers are called the Ghost Team. We are here to speak truth to power. What I want to ask you, it's very, very important. Friday, my homework. Technically, that means we don't have to give any of them any space. Ghana honsam ni hiomo Jimmy and the tribe and adokru ebimu omniti social media. The only thing, and I said the only people I will respond to from today omo omudwene Ghana ho enyan kwasiafo a sebio nsemhunu ena omudi echire omo a sebio omoka Ghana nsem edi mpuntu beba nsem ebema aban na tena ne nanso nsem ebema aban ne hu se sebio obu nkofo no kwasia na enye sebio jimifo bi a sebio kakra ombedi nti ena omti Facebook ye ma homework. You catch them some monka Ghana and some Kevin Taylor you'll be back. Kevin Taylor you'll be papa. Kevin Taylor had the right to speak his mind. Into Kevin Taylor and Ghana problem. Ghana problem no aban or teso. Into so person can Ghana problem can abana or teso no problem. Me my own president. Me nya Ghana president. Me nya Ghana problem. Ghana problem ni Kufuado. Any Bawumia, any Alan Cash, any the NPP abana was no. Kevin Taylor and MPP aban. So person would G MPP aban na can the MPP aye but MPP who do ka ensempa sebio omunye corruption da omo ba no mo bia ndwuma sebio de o ka Kevin ka obonya na nka wa be chirichirim se Kevin boa na won twen ma Kevin embeka Ghana ho nsem na won fa won kwasea entina social media enka se Kevin ti na mo ha and the basa na won otwen no me you otwen ejaw until we are here to discuss Ghana. If you don't have issues about Ghana to discuss, then you are not matured enough to be here. Mr. S, Mr. P, time is right for you to start blocking fools who appear on this platform. We don't beg for numbers, so we have the right to block every single individual who comes here to come and distract the people. Let me say hello to one or two people. Now, Afe Memfa Gigim. And Monday. The funny thing is today, When I woke up, I thought today was Sunday. My wife and said, do you know today is Monday? And I'm saying, minimo. Aha. In Monday, concebia what time will be a mama mihu na yen started jumadi no. Mamika hello a few people here. I'm sorry. Let me hear what my team are saying. Very, very important. Mr. S, Mr. P, I'm still waiting to get the numbers. So on Facebook, I can see on YouTube, I can see LSTV moderator, blocking is activated. Thank you very much. I can see Benjamin watching me. Bright Ado is watching Kevin Telenego's team. Ima is live here. Hajia is watching me. Hajia Rakia is also live on Los Allen's TV. Money is live here this evening. Bill is watching. Mawena is live on YouTube watching Kevin Telenego's team. I can see Richard Corte watching me live this evening. Thank you very much. Idinkra Vincent is live on Los Allen's TV tonight this evening. David Letsu is also watching Kevin Telenego's team. Thank you very much, David, for being here tonight. Adam Paul is also live on Loud Silence TV. Noah Laute is watching me this evening. Faki Mohammed watching me. Fad Mohammed, good evening, Fad, wherever you are. I know Arsenal could not win the league. They might not be able to win. We'll be doing the Fad and Fad. And so I would like to say good evening to Fad. Next year, so Fad, good evening to you too, Fad. Who else is here? The system is frozen on the right. Let me check on the left. I will definitely see those on YouTube. On YouTube, I can see Adam Abdullah watching me tonight. Thank you very much. Prince Adams is also live here on Loud Silence TV. Eric is watching me on YouTube. Godson is here. Who else is here? This side is frozen. This side is perfect. Ogatu T watching Kevin Telenego's team tonight. Ogatu T, have a wonderful evening. Raina Yakubu, good evening, Raina. It's been a long time I saw you. Good evening, Raina. Hope you're doing well tonight. Okay, Raina, good evening. Adam Abdullah is watching Kevin Telenego's team. Mustik Lawa, I know, Alo, you called me today. I've not been able to pick your call, Mustik. I'll call you back right after the show. Mustik, I'll call you back right after the show. Sorry, Alo. I can also see Mawina watching me on YouTube. On Facebook is frozen. I can see Love Letter also live on Loud Silence TV. Edith Jifa Deku is live on YouTube. Tina Voshia is live on YouTube, and the rest of the family. Thank you very much, family. Kevin Taylor and I would like to say good evening to all the Ghost team members on Loud Silence TV. Good evening to all the good preachers, people who are ready to speak truth to power. All the guys. Good evening to Piero1. Piero, you can follow Piero on Facebook, Pierowan. Piero1 is our Ashanti regional correspondent. Good evening to Piero1. Good evening to Saforo TV. Good evening to Ransford Kebuache of Radio Gold. I'd like to say good evening to Black Rasta. Good evening to Avram Ben Moshe. Good evening to Inkoto, Nkoto 101 or Inkoto. Inkoto has two pages. He has two pages on Facebook and also on YouTube. On Facebook, search for Inkoto 101. That is the original Inkoto page. Inkoto 101, Nkoto 101 or Nkoto Inkoto. And that's also YouTube, so you find Inkoto there. You can also follow Free Mind on Facebook. Free Mind 2 is live on Facebook. FREEMIND. Yes, I think Free Mind. Free Mind Family. He is also on Facebook preaching the gospel truth. The honest truth. And as a nuclear woman say, all these people I'm talking about, 99.9% I've not met them in my life. The only person I can say I have met one-on-one, Piero. And sometimes people don't know the reason. Somebody might say, so Kevin, no. These are people who have decided to use their platforms to speak the truth. Honestly, none of these people can tell me, say, my friend will be crack and say, speak this way or speak that way. None of them. I have never spoken to any of them to say, you know what, man, MAHAMA'S, man, criticize the NDC. Man, I don't do that. I only tell you to make sure you go by the ethics and speak with facts. That's all I do. So when you see anybody on my TV, they can all come out and tell you, has Kevin ever told you, say, this platform is NDC platform, don't bash NDC before? I don't do that. If you are speaking on the issues, MAHAMA'S, facts, I have no problem with you. I have said this over and over and over. Ghana for one check it from 2016 till date. Also, it's hard for people to lie about John Mahama. It is because we came and we told people John Mahama nyeba. John Mahama onye wafase, but nobody should lie. If you want to speak about John Mahama, bring the facts. Your problem, Problem and confounding Kevin Taylor when you me say, be all right to speak about me. I don't care because I speak about people. But anytime I speak about people, I back it with facts. So person ka John Mahama wants some back it with facts. And internet and then no bread. Also, it's your money sorry. And I John Mahama too many in the present. I didn't tell only facts because more chance to be Eman Kwasi Adio Mudi in 2012 to 2016. No, we have stopped it. And internet more bread. Come radio so bunya samonka. Because somebody say a time wow be cast someone who create you better to you better say battalions about so because in the end so be a reputation be and no cre any the ba politics no into to me and na ho enke kan kwase asem no me say John Mahama onya me japade o ne yere wo ho ne ma wo ho omo na ye ne japade me I am protecting Ghana politics and I've decided to protect John Mahama because I've checked his track record and I know he's more intelligent than these people we have today. Anytime I want to speak on Baomi, I'm the fact count. Me can Lanchamantias, I'm the fact count. Me can Kufuado, I'm the fact. So person ka John Mahama sama add facts. Remember both stream and the DC4 and this for serious and a John Mahama je partner bonus so and family. Bring your facts. Only facts now you ding. And that is what we'll be doing from now. Whether Mahama or we any power, no we will do this. I can choose to go and support NDC for the rest of my life. So Minkuta facts now a waste of time. But Minkuta facts in Kwadia, I can defend the NDC. You can choose to defend the MPP for the rest of your life. So Kuta facts in Kwadia, you should not be scared. You should be able to defend the MPP. And Kwasia from good social media, Nina Omoka John Mahama, so will be the document about Kwaba. No. And yet John Mahama no mutano e yomu tribe na yomu yase omu krom ni yegu masi. So me, I am not going to be sitting here and making it look like say, oh, I am entertaining fools. No. From 2016, John Mahama done a power more after Antrobu Chato no sono. Oh, say more space into Obiantu Mekasa bufu Obiantu John Mahama so. Safi wohu. Omu kofa airbus buyer ye beti omoto. Omu ni bibi about John Mahama. Omu ya kronform kanu kre. No more jandam politics. Jandam politics ni obi ai omwe. Akronfo no jandam. Comedy omu tu nyina tete. Omu aka omu nkonkwa. Ye mo bia space biem. Kwasi akeka mo nim kan ne ka kyemo. Edidi atam. Ye di atam kyemo. Enkwasi akeka ne atam die ye ne ye PhD Canada Japan na kire ye. Se ye ka atam didie ene nkwasi akeka ye ne Canada Japan na kire ye. Nti ye ne Kennedy babies o. Ye Kennedy babies. Inti kwa siye biye ni wabetuma jinso wabetuma di atamachen. For fact ni bra ni nja oneko. Na wa for fact na mba de ene jandam ni no bebo akromfo ewifo ajantra for ma.
What has that got to do with a minika to atete? Yes, someone fix your mind. What has that got to do with anything? Obsen me aminu no. O madam for pa. Obsen ado me share am call so. But me nu me anu nyina nim say ade na wo ye no jandam, political jandam. Na me nu me anu na te happy FM ye 2016 year yes ade no. So it means minimum agoro na ni so chen. Okay kansem hu na anim a wo wi anu akotena ye kan say mimos. Obsen ado ye wi anu akotena mimos jowulu. Akire ho Methodist dan na akire ho. Ni asere because asem no e kan nya no kore. Eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Anim a wo wi anu akotena ye kan. So it means minimum agoro na ni so chen. Okay kansem hu na anim a wo wi anu akotena ye kan say mimos. Obsen ado ye wi anu akotena mimos jowulu. Akire ho Methodist dan na akire ho. Ni asere because asem no e kan nya no kore. Eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Mimi apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asem ne nya no kure akama ne nya no kure. Mimi apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asem ne nya no kure akama ne nya no kure. Mimi apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asem ne nya no kure akama ne nya no kure. Mimi apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure.
Very dirty people. Very dirty people. Very, very dirty people. Their ass is black and their face is red. Sometimes their faces are red and their asses are black. They are like monkeys. Very, very dirty people. Very dirty people. Very dirty people. Yehumunina, dirty, very dirty people. Very, very dirty people. Very dirty people for what to say. We just Kevin Taylor, wait a minute. Now, Jamie Macadian, Mama Bojandamwa. Very dirty people. Very, very dirty. They're very dirty people. All right, they are very dirty people.
Time bedroom. Time bedroom. Ghana phone nyina be mutu. Mutu be titi na Ghana phone nyina say oh mutu ni munimi e kokko ba mutu ye black. Etu black name call. Etu black name call. Etu black name call. Those are the niggas. Etu black name call. Munimi e kokko o mutu ye black. Very dirty people. Black. Very dirty people. 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 Very dirty people.
Very, very, very dirty people. Very dirty people. Very, very dirty. Very dirty people. Very dirty people. Can some janda? I don't know for manager jandam. Very, very, very dirty people. And the more person Ghana for Jimmy moi. All right, let's get serious here. Very dirty people. Hey, dirty. But look at the dirty out here. But you better say, oh, this guy is looking today. He's looking clumsy, and I say, oh, it's looking a bit filthy. But we got say dirty. Hey, oh, the man, no, very dirty person. Hey, that's a bronia kasempa. Or some who feels that to qua. I what is why say why or to say why to say just say or to say why just say bronia person why to say just say. Ate, unimate, I can't say who feels ate. I very dirty people. Say ate now, bro, who you are dirty, no. Momo nim the able cat, you brother go church the winter. I go about down. If brother go kasa, Bronika is very dirty people. Or to say what is ate, na ate, mana brony no to me can say, moya for into say very dirty people. Move things ate with them. Inti na can say very dirty people's pocket. But brony man tell you also move things ate with them. I very very dirty people. Very dirty people. The brony say move things ate.
What has that got to do with a mini katu at it here? Yes, someone fix your mind. What has that got to do with anything? Obsen me no. Or madam for pa. Obsen I me share am course. But me no me no nyina nim say ade na wo ye no jandam, political jandam. Na me no me no na te happy FM ye 2016 year yes ade no. So it means me ni magoro na ni so chen. Okay kansem hu na ye ni ma wo wi anu akotena ye kan say mimos. Obsen ado ye wi anu akotena mimos jowulu. Akire ho Methodist dan akire ho. Ni asere because asem no e kan ni nya no kore. Eti de wo ye ni you should know say I know it better. Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure.
Very dirty people. All right, now let's take care of business. I would like to say, and I heard the General Secretary of the NDC speak or say they are very proud of the delegates. I'm sorry, I'm talking about a chairman, Asiedun Ketia Akasa. Also, they are very proud of the delegates and the way the election went. I'm from Loud Silence Media, myself as the CEO, very important, Ibradangu. Kevin Ekoberu Taylor, myself and my team, we would like to congratulate every single person who won their elections, respectively. Obi a win election, Biano. From this platform, we are congratulating every single person who won. We also want to tell the first timers, all the current for very difficult or tough contest. That's the right word. A very tough contest, and we would like to say, you guys have shown democracy. No, you understand. After elections, we've realized that everybody has gone back to help the party, and that is what we all are waiting or we're waiting for. Obia entuminya MP. Ebibeye ebinye. It does not mean say and if you could not make it tomorrow, you can make it. That's why I have always respected people's opinion and the delegates' decision. Every single delegate or reason tia or tuaba. So from myself, the CEO, I would like to say congratulations to A to Z. Obia yasa tuabamano, Obia ofri munoso. They have not been rejected. They are still part of the party. And I like to say congratulations to the NDC for putting together such an amazing election. John Dramani Mahama made 98.9%. So congratulations to all you guys. Those who made it and those who didn't make it, at the end of the day, it's NDC that we are all fighting for. Thank you very much for that announcement. Now, let's take care of business. Ediana Mose Ekoso, we It's exactly 3:57 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. Is definitely a year 7:57 a year Ghana. Quick. And I'll go social media near very, very short because me perceive Ghana for the reason why John Dramani Mahama Ghana for Betwaman 2025 and the reason why he's supposed to lead and he's leading the NDC. Incophobia can send me brave. Oh, John Mahama, NDC, Bibinton will lead Dabi. There's a reason. So we follow a year the charts. Now we follow a year the numbers from 2016. Ube will say, NDC for John Mahama. The whole Ghana wants John Mahama. And I'll prove to you, any bloggers platform, a international platform. We are bigger than CNN when it comes to social media numbers. We are. And no media house in Ghana today can tell me, say, our more eyeballs on TV. Remember social media put them on draw. Our eyeballs on TV than Loud Silence TV. Nobody. And I say this on authority because I've built this with credibility. Into ye Jumo the nyoma etato, the evidence, the fact. The among yenchre Ghana for no, and tonight is going to be another education. Into Numbre, the man say, education no, menya butra chire mu. There's a young man who sent a video to one of our inbox, and he was talking about how Kevin Taylor Abba Live just say the end of the day say Kevin oh, I don't know if the guys they still have the video. And coming with video now, I would have sent it here for us to watch. And it was so encouraging. Yeah, I think I've seen it. I was on my phone. My mother said I can move it to the system. Now, I ran to Kevin Taylor. If you also been Brammer and a Kevin, but chirem in chiremu no here. In chiremu.
Yo, CD. Jale ketia bo ketia ba. Na ma dakra notification ban ma sore 12:24 ba oboa wo chirem. Me na mi siripa hwe ni nyina because wo be chirem. Na de wo fra be tum na na ya brefo si Italian money box. Basu yiri tamu. Kum wahala ye chirem. Yo, CD. Jale ketia bo ketia ba. Na ma dakra notification ban ma sore 12:24 ba oboa wo chirem. Me na mi siripa hwe ni nyina because wo be chirem. Na de wo fra be tum and I have for the Italian money box. Basu yiri tamu. Kum wahala ye chirem. Yo, CD. Jale ketia bo ketia ba. Na ma dakra notification ban ma sore 12:24 ba oboa wo chirem. Me na mi siripa hwe ni nyina because wo be chirem. Na de wo fra be tum and I have for the Italian money box. Basu yiri tamu. Kum wahala ye chirem.
Ye chirem. Yani, yakasi ye chirem abati asiye. Ye chirem. Tiam some cocaine. Inti edru ha. Me be chirem. Me nya botra na ma chirem. Na Ghana fo nyina hu chirem mu asiye. Ye be chirem. Ene na mo de teta Ghana fo mo nka no kra mo media for the majority of you. Edu chirem na mabo. Maya moto denden se eye Ethiopian monkeys. Nam TV, sorry, Mr. Speaker, and Mr. MP. That be any jais idea no. Most of them moton den dia den to say adwe. And I'm TV so. How can. Moon chirem. Into ye be chirem. In chiremulization. Into frobia no bian frobia se Kevin de waba. Obeden obe chirem o kana ya wonsa say. Ye chirem. I say I go away bottom ye be chirem. All right, now let's take our business. Your social media segment. In chirem na mokai we. Kevin Taylor. Hey brother ya go. Mokai side we. Calculation we dey mokai we.
Of this property should be arrested immediately. The contractor, all those working here must be arrested immediately. It doesn't make sense. Look at this. And you destroy the road. Without the consent of the road. You destroy the road. The public road. In which country can this be allowed? In which country can this be allowed? In your own country, can anybody do this? It's madness. It's madness. The owner of this property is not bigger than this country. The owner of this property is not bigger than this country. Even the president of the republic, with all the executive powers in his hands, can't do this and won't do this. What kind of indiscipline is this? And we sit in this country and allow this nonsense to go on. With impudence, you enter into the road corridor.
Brofuna, akwani bubu go musano. Mo Ross minister ni asemo go say na ni swo. Me na insem na o kan zaro. You enter. Hey, yare bia bi wono ho or BT or AIDS or hypertension or osmosis or jaundice or encyclopedia. Yare ni bi nya okasa no and it will not and you mummy ansankotie bunko for the English for the or your lawyer o rather ya go ya be chirem let's warm up in chirem na bi nie
of this property should be arrested immediately. The contractor, all those working here must be arrested immediately. It doesn't make sense. Look at this. Look at this. And you destroy the road. Without the consent of the road. You destroy the road. The public road. In which country can this be allowed? In which country can this be allowed? In your own country, can anybody do this? It's madness. It's madness. The owner of this property is not bigger than this country. The owner of this property is not bigger than this country. Even the president of the republic, with all the executive powers in his hands, can't do this and won't do this. What kind of indiscipline is this? And we sit in this country and allow this nonsense to go on. With impudence, you enter into the road corridor, creating inconveniences to all those who use this stretch of the road. You have destroyed the road, and you think you have the power to do that? You should be arrested and prosecuted. It's national security here. This man must be picked. Please pick him. Pick him. And arrest him, put him in the car. This nonsense will not be allowed in our country. Foreigners come into our country and engage in all kinds of things. You destroy public road, public property. Because of this property, can you do this in your own country? Arrest him.
Bro, fumu mpaboa hene. Na no be there no. I say emanyum enyum tukuofo. It's national security here. I'm say yes sir. I'm say amuno bochimi. It's national security here. I just saw a maku omkotonyum. Yeah, you say maku for way. It's national security here. I'm say yes sir. Arrest. And bro fumu mpaboa hene. Akwa kam kwasi asem. E dan ye see ewie the fine. Ye wie. Say be catch trouble. Ojinase and foreigners will come yantiana akoya or no America banchiri your friend is saying a Mick Mill. Every Jubilee has better music. And then the foreigners are misbehaving. And what some say I can every more dear. Well, beg can you do this in your country? Can you do this? Aqua will grow move to Aqua. Mosa kwa na bogi se tafre bia hemuno. Move to Mosa kwa so onko akwa ukrom koto nyumo the president castle. Kwaseke kasa aka ona mo mfubu. Yebe chirem momyenko enim nchirechiremu brofo mu mpabo ahene. And Tiavia. Anugo get. Momyenko enim. Kwasefo party pass the taxes was kwasefo zo pass yes. Hey, for subia maso. Just say nipa waste the time pow. All right, what am I going to do? Later, my pastor says, so. Reminder, in Churchroom. Egigim near to Krumha. And I'm going to catch it. Say, Ekufuado meets Alibaba co-founder in China. And on catch the Peace FM for Ikuya Poki. On catch a year Italian money box. And on catch a Omo Makano. And on say, Anopano, Mumiki shows Makache Ghana for Alibaba, ABB company or Ghana. Adiachi yanda. Where 2018. And Anopa 2 near to Kroma. You say Ekufuado ko China ko share Alibaba owner and co-founder. Hey. Anopa 2 Peace FM, Angel FM, OK FM, Yankofu ya Nicaragua fui. And I could drop on Kruma from you so President Kushandia, ya de Moko country Ghana for no. Moko country mo say, yeah, Alibaba ba, Adechano Pat Cook. Kwasi afọ ba e no mko ye no ewia na kikim oje wonke oye song I say aha confirm about propaganda for captain for onye omege oye song e do bia de this oye triko Sudan oye song. My name is the Chairman General Yashisha Komo omo de komo na bremo omo ba no pam say Nana Dankwa Ekufuado has flown to China today. Good news, Ekufuado. He said, "Wakwa kushia China. Alibaba wati. Yama minimum titi trotu. Omo nim de ekọ. Kwansi vaka ono wanum wi ya no betena. Aloteje kops odutwi ne se. Kwam dadan kan Jimmy. Kweku ba ko so ni sa watch. Enti ani nyina akoye a school of something. And obeto Ekufuado akoshia Alibaba na sisia de was the factory ba Ghana. Hey! Now could do piece if you are booking at FM. And you check Ekufuado the obey the BC na na dan kwa Ekufuado akọ China na de na ebom yemmbom mu Ekufuado be matintin gram akopia China no ne Alibaba mo amonti Alibaba no monko internet ne so Alibaba na wo companies akasie a amanfo ekra nyoma edefa abrochie ni Ghana afa nyina ema obi ansaka bi na na yeken MPP for Frank Atufo and wo be president otuhine na adodan kwa Ekufuado akọ China watotom tita koduru ho ene one eye Alibaba fo akohia na de eba ne se asemubo asemenya beduru na na adodan kwa Ekufuado ne China for Alibaba share ye no yesi ye be bie innyuma ke 2018 no samope aha kwasi asem se ya Ekuya Poki idea omugu radio so kwasi asem me say school of Jandamfo bibusa mo say Alibaba company na way ni atia reminder gigim o man kan we adechom sa do be pie so today in history Ghana were for Kaimo government working on Amazon operating in Ghana. Obu wi Alibaba de no and upon Kumasa from Amazon. Ye Jimmy o ya man go for Jimmy ajo 6.5 years. Kwasa for we Jimmy sa na ehom. Ya to na de tie na finance minister be kan Amazon for ba. Hey. And upon Kumasa ba sa upon Kuruma ya okwa na pono egu hard drive so esha draws me ofre Ekuya Poki ofre ye Italian money box ofre Captain Smart money ade and omo captain Black Star captain Paul Adobochre or drag no gabi we are no abegina omo yes Ekufuado has shown leadership. The transformational agenda that we were talking about is actually becoming a possibility, and what we know is that when they take John Mahama out Ekufuado da akoko for Amazon for ba John Mahama do be dey it will not Paul. So let us go to the Samsung TV, the China one, and touch it. Then no, so then the try say it was like yeah. But what give you? No, I you know press. Is it working? Yes. Is this one going to come? Okay. Yes. So as you are seeing on the screen, Paul, yeah, Jimmy. Okay, is it coming? Oh, it's not this one. It's not change the other one. And the touch screen, no. About with me, pa. I know the Sana Faso. Then Sana da ko hwehwe ambato no. Oba na befa TV so he. I say ha. So as we are saying, John Dramani Mahama is one person who wants to be president again. But before that, let me tell you about Ekufuado. Amazon is coming to install its computers and its company in Ghana. The NPP led by Ekufuado, Nankwasi Afonetiano, almost from saying you're from Tescon. Jimmy. And then we saw yeah, the so Amazon for no way. When I know Mumpeno. Me be chire ma no modwa adentra me ndi obi atam me chire mo de maka amanye e chire mo no anka sofo nyina ya de me ye anka Ghana anka bibia wonge ni ha Pentecost for sofo penyini Methodist sofo penyini Roman sofo penyini asori mpedifo mo Ghana anka Sunday bia anka ewia nyame asem na anka de 5 minutes ka se mommiem busa ho anuanom we de nyame asori no waba efie no waba ebese busa eye abanya teso ka so be adwuma obebiembie adwuma mo musan na enye adwuma ye na anka mateke Sane buma yo. sa Kadanka Williams sorry Pentecost for sorry nyina anka Sunday ki apon no Ghana for we de onyame asum dwen kamo enkamo omo ye announcement no ye be se ebusa one day so one fact why na enya adwuma wom na nka ateke so okay na ne be se ebusa ekufor de kasa Amazon ba ekrom ha wana nya bia ye wi na nka akaka che Nyankopon se we ne ye hwe so e de ato abankwasiafo mu di asori enim na mo gye nkofo sikadi ichire mu we are study show me chire nyama bia mu refi no na makai mo say ye kai kam so na mu buofu ye mu ade ensi ye nya den ye kai kam na mu buofu. If this is in the pipeline, let us know that it is in the pipeline. Then we will know that the pipeline, we can fix the pipeline, but you cannot tell us it's in the pipeline whilst the pipeline cannot be even located. Let us know if it is in the pipeline. If it is the pipeline, we wait for the pipeline to burst. Let's go in our face. And I will make us let's go in our face. Let's go. We are reminders. Make Akamon. Tanjan Hino no. Ibradango. Nigeria Ghana put together. Emia. Jamaican no be abekan bi me battalions no ujo wenjo ye de Mahama beba ye de beba free America mokai we su enkai ba ko a ye frɛ no enkaikalization gandam for muntie e-levy proceeds to be used for creation of 1 million jobs. John Kuma mo hu ne yira sorry dan no mo hu John Kuma yira sorry dan no osi no o kyerem the pictures ba be kyerem mo John Kuma won sika we wiama na yire disi asori dan won ne yire asori dan no o kyerem the picture ba be kyerem I think do I have it John Kuma yire asori dan no besides I think it's in the folder o kyerem be John Kuma na yire o John Kuma tama na won nip na yire asori accountant ene na nip for accountant ma betena han kan kyerem obi ana no sesoso o te won obusa John Kuma person be MMP yeah now what primary no now we have class prefect kwasi aka say ya o John Kuma bokro no afri nip ene na besha time a yeti kroma John Kuma ka kire Ghana for say awon be gigi sika bi afri asantefo ho ne Ghana for ho e mi refi asantefo ye ntia mo ikroma asantefo de bibi kitu na mbofu bikroma asantefo uno mu di nkomo kitu bi na mbofu mi so mo ba na me mo na me optimfo pia ona na me tia wo me do wona wo so do me ona na me na wo so ye me na enwumbre masabo ai na John Kuma be ka kire say yentua e-levy na yetua e-levy ni wi a yen nyina ye benya adwuma o me create adwuma 1 million jobs we dey asem sa na 1 million jobs na wen na nsen Ghana no busa question na manfo say ummu ade o NPP asem e na okasa ti otumfo e question na me busa ne say 1 million jobs no mugigi ye e-levy sika na mo say ye gi e-levy ni wi a o me 1 million jobs 1 million jobs na wen questions. And I'm in tears send ubusa question of Ghana na manfo buofu. E de say committee asisi na nka bebusa otum for me amena na otum for do me. Na bebusa otum for say oh nana se sia galam se kwaso asantememu. Wo tumi asase wura. Ade na onka se wo de tabona to eye asantema ye wo asase so bia ma obi anye galam se 1 year. O pese o hwehwe nkratem. De na ntumi ma otum for nye sa. Obeka se wo de otum for atem. Ombofu se sia kwasi afodi bi beka say ai ene ka bin telebu enso tun fodi mse question bi bu say a valid question nana we de anka menka ba mi di fam otun fo say tutu asase ye wo dia asantema asase nyina ahya wase imbre bi na na ka krampo the court bi ani wa wo ka se betuma dane e ma Ghana fo nyina ye di asem ne tumu otun fo nana wo piaw onana ne me we de anka asem na kire me so na mpese mbusa wo otun fo say tutu sa asantema asase nyina ahya wonsa wona we overlord wona we asasi wura na galam say asasi nana we de nka we de manusu mina so nana nka hu say yes nka beka say ende de ekoi galam say wo asantifo asasi su nyina irrespective of galam say awoye say small scale mining say big scale mining say dien adena na untumi fa on santo so say obiandu machine bia wasantimemu except ebia bibi to say the Anglo Gold Ashantis and the big ones, but anyone who falls short, everybody should stop mining, small scale miners. What you want to mean, kasa? Ka obetuma du machine bia wasantimemu nana nanka wi a wo se unim bibi menam ni otumfo asasene media min so sei min sa sei koko sei menam ni otumfo obi anja adwuma me beto men sa fra ban no na ma jinkrata ahwehwem me bebie a secretariat, and that secretariat job is for the next 6 months to look into every document and every consignment what is happening there. Into nankotum for tenasia na the Royal Highness na piao me do also do me nankotum for at a whole secretariat under the auspices of Otumfuo and the president. Na omo bien wa santimemu. Ni akachre omo mining nyina small scale miners say you have to come there, bring your document, let the government and Otumfuo secretariat look at it. Enya no na omo sambra will cite one what has happened. And send Otumfuo because me ankasa me the stamp so aban so den start call ade na na untimi nyesa simple and now we me Otumfuo. Where question keke adwene kire na me kire ana no so etia santeman eno so etia Otumfuo eno so Kevin Tele do Otumfuo atem menya hwe adwene na me kire na adwene a nyansa wom enti we de nana wona na me so do me so do me deep down I when you say you be relax here there the carrot be tun tia me na wo hwe enti we de kana na nkanya bad yem be secretariat pe and ye be secretariat no asantimemu a oso Otumfuo me seize baby a bo bia nya galamse o masase so. I don't know when you can start working, but to me am a wono me kire say because me su asay na me nyoma say nti wo de court kura be ka kire court say inso na me nkofo no na say me mpese be yi ba ko me yi mienu nti me say obi enjai na yem be secretariat na obi amfa ne nkra tamra na yen suma ye ne aban nya adwuma na yemra o site ne nhwe de waye. That's all. We anka santimemu obi antumi ntu koko ba kumpontungu enso obi beka se be di Otumfuo atem idea se bebre wo ho enti esia no monko dwendwene we hu na mon sign no so mfa mbre me na mo mehu se we na ye ana se nye ne official document fa nkoma nana ai ye boa ye nyina ye boa ye se de ope adepa akokotoko no ye ndu na bro memi ndi obi abro Otumfuo secretariat in charge of mining in the Ashanti region and one no na yenjai de bia ne ko Otumfuo na na kotoko ogu na na te board na na fre chairman eno na na nye na dwuma na na tat na wasting the time asantemanfo ye nyina yenka anuntum na yemma ye hoso na yembusa de edimpunto bebefie ye mane na nsupa nom nyina ye ku yemma mumma yemfa kotoko no nto kakra na kotoko na nkasa egu mumma yemfa kotoko no nto na yenjai kotoko nsam no na afa yemma eye asase de se ni hia ye eno so be di Otumfuo atem. Enti de bia na we de esrew ene change board ene empe chairman ene we akobo we ene yemfa nto nchen kotoko ne yemfa nto kakra kotoko no Manchester Crampo ende ye struggle se bebo Champions League kotoko mo fa nto nchen na ya fe yanwene asase no ho me di Otumfuo atem. We de start you we be say we de say comedies ye be pusu ye be pusu bibi ema bibi esi enti we will be back piao nana ye chirem 1 million jobs no way na adebi ehame and I need to speak on it. And adena ehame and say sometimes I am NPP. Before I go on, Dumsone or Ghana is serious. The MPP government, they are lying to you people. This Dumsone Ekoso Ghana is serious. By way, they need to come out and tell Ghanaians to say we are in Dumso. Yvonne Nelson and I'm Ghana, when you say Dumso abawu. Osine niya say, and so need a ho. Yvonne Nelson was ran on what's on and I'm Ghana, when you say Dumso aba. And let us be honest here. Dumso na ekoso Ghana, no, it is serious. And people should start speaking up. We cannot hide behind politics and say Dumso biansiye, Dumso ekoso pa. Seriously, as I speak to you, some be phone line, some catch the Ghana for, and then you be a doom light, you'll be shocked. Amount for me free, I can see doom light, and yes and no, 12 hours. Dumso is going on. Dumso ekoso. Mume yenjai nyomana ye kata so Ghana no. Mume yenjai na yenka no kre na NPP abanwe egu. Mese de mume yenka no kre enkyere ye ho. Dumso ekoso enkofo ebre light ne engina so. Amanfo nim se aban ne edi ehwamo. Let us be honest. Let the government show some respect. Na poa na hwene se estate for phone no eno nam Ghana. Omuo bia ompeso be kan okra na kire Ghana for Dumso ekoso. Now me de ha me na me ba be ka kire mo no. Show na ye no ye ginim. Now hwa de asem we ha me pa. Ghana for amote Ghana edi matem. Mo amote abrochire edi matem. Last week Wednesday ena Ghana for school for nkwara enkono 9 school for nkwara enkono omunam eye Ghana nsuo so airpe school akọ Botiano area ho ema nkwara enkono we canoe anase ade no canoe no mutim no kodo na mutim no adane kodie na nkwara enum ni tim na omudi twa nsuo akope school no senka bebia nkwara ne te no anka esi school ho a anka akora bia nkotwa nsuo ewo nsuo so enkotena kodiom ema kodo ne ndane senka MPP aban ne bae no anka Ghana ehia omo a anka obesi school ama saa area no sene be ya nkwara no entena koduom entwa nsuo ema ende atoyere nchemwe nkoto Ghana for 9 kids they have drowned since Wednesday last week. The president of the republic has refused to speak on it. Ekufo Jimmy for. Mo amutete abrochiri a mema sem ne hia mo a saade we hia no mo yankwasiafo. Mo amuti Ghana saade we hia mo a mema sem ne hia no mo yankwasiafo ma. Enkwara enkono na ewu 9 kids they have died. You're president of the republic. You're president on yeti Ghana. Or say or yere wo ma. Or your president any party a omudomo. Your vice president or Ghana or one kwara to say nkwara obowi enkwara enkono 9. Since Wednesday and then Monday, the presidency and the president himself has not spoken about it. The vice president or person be president never seen there on kan wansem alankash kan wansem Kennedy enkwasiafo ma kan yo bian kan wansem adeye Botiano for enkwasiafo ma. We are talking about 9 kids. Ye ka enkofo ma. And you want to tell me that you have a problem with me, but you don't have a problem with the leadership. You want to tell me I am the problem. I am not the problem. Your foolish president is the problem. Your tribal president, that ignorant old man abudina besisuna meme yanka Ghana se no one na ye problem no. Mon kwasiafo na motete TV so tete radio so kwasiafo na mo fi mu gwa brochire Kevin Taylor ntimu de benye sika kakra didi moa mo amanfo play na nkwa brochire mo fi no amanfo mankunu na ewu mo manim kwasiafo ma mo tete abrochire obiaba insomfa no Jesus kwa momma enfokodo enkotwa nsuo eno hiamo Kevin Taylor de hiamo mo ya moama mo sibia mo stupidity mo wieduro eno tire kufo de Ghana ejimi ne ho eno tire nde na nado danko kufo ado ene ba omiam jimi omo ho efi se jimi fo na modi omochi ye ne etuato president kronim since Wednesday enkwara enkono ewu ontumi mbie na no enko ho na meka se president ze jimi fu a obuefu na onyansani ono ekufo aro na mo ne ma na omgugu na omo bie restaurant $9 million this $6 million no omo ko yin nsengu krampa na ne yemu hihye no ye can young people young kids 7 8 years 9 years enkwara. It is not a national topic. The topic is that Kevin Taylor say kwasiebia kan wansem ene wa man warning inti yanti bi da wo mu kwasia dia mo de tiabrochi mo nsem nim nyansa mo nsem agimigimi mo kwasiafo mo de ti Facebook o Ghana o nsem ye kwasiafo o nsem nim nyansa o nsem ye mwa. This is the reality. Memetia beba bia ni wo be kosku akofa kanu. But I am telling Ghanaians the reason why omoto aba, why they need to understand say president in the party no Jimmy. But won't yasiye adentira o ya Kenny and Kevin Taylor catch also with Jimmy. No busa one could enter Kevin so with Jimmy. What busa one say o ya Fantini, o ya Santini, o ya Koni, o ya Bununi, I will support to MPP no. What busa one could enter Kevin say with Jimmy. Win man the crow. What busa one the crow. Because a man from Ghana and Ekufo de kaso besi 350 senior high schools any schools when to be and CBO baby kakrebi mankwara enya life or the kwasia sikana ko jantra or the kwasia sikana ko si restaurant amanema or the kwasia sikana di muase manasa e mankofo mewu still omda wutia taxes man ombeka ho asem kra na se onko no so onko na mo de mo kwasia gugu abrochire mu fin Oh, I continue kasa say mojimi. Enti atemdidie no mo se wo enye se eye ade bia nipa time wo mo se atenie mojimi. Because me nim dia mo protect it. Me nim mo interest. Me nim dia mo pe. Because I hope Ghana year. Oh per se enyansafo di anima. This is where you start. Kwasiaba enya obanti no problem. Abua biba enya obanti no problem. Abua biba Kevin eka ho asem temfa ho me se one day. Adu be ko dwom on be fie. Ebeto ehona bon say ya. Ye boni pa nkron wotwe wo se enkunu tuo election 2020. Nkwasiafo tete abroche tete Ghana Facebook muhu fin and the NDC for me say one day monkey will go market, that monkey no go come. Obana on the UK no, Obana on the US no, eti Holland no, omega say die and they Ghana December bo obetu asum ten. Now the kwasiya beka say me fault. See it ya ebeto ebesi. When your president we Jimmy on Jimmy na ye catch so we Jimmy a moka say ye dwa moja mo bofu ento wuntra and the kohwe maamefo omuntumi nna and the kohwe maamefo omuntumi nna adentra President Jimmy fo bi ka ehye ne boss say me ba mesi school bebia wo no se ne be ya wo ma no emfansuo so oba no nkwase ade na ode oman ni sika ye ne e ka obuofu. Now what have I got to lose? You are stupid. So you people understand. Entertain na me di omo no. Enye se e deliberate o. E yo mu Jimmy na ma me reply omo sa Jimmy no. Anka mo start Friday Wednesday. Na anka mo nyina mo social media. US, Holland, UK. Na mo nyina ma charge. Adan die na adan tina we si. Adan the area ho omo nya school ankora ne beko. Adan ye tia brochire ye manya school papa ko. Ye ti hei ye ma me mo bakura. Omo nya baby didi, omo nya baby da. Oho kire wa aban boa o pesi oho to yare a. Sa nya chense wo tu kwan wo nim nyansa. Omo manfa play ni de I don't blame them. Dodo no omo manfa play no omo de omo nti ase. Ebi be 90% de omo ti de make na say by 1% bi omo manfa play na nkwa abrochi omo nti sa de we ase. Na papa penyini ti abrochire wano tan. Wano tan de me asantini nti me kowni me infantini men kan NPP asam abowa ne ba aya wano de apofi. Mwajimi 9 kids are dead. The president hasn't shown face. Vice president hasn't shown face. The party in government has not spoken about this. What's your problem with me? Mama yanko enim. Now gold mafia. Ye nyina ate ho asem no. Ye nyina ehu. Now say Ekufuado oyewi MPP akromfo. Ba omi aye kromfo. Alankas mu nyina aye akromfo. It is simple. Now Al Jazeera for documentary here friend Gold Mafia. Gold Mafia no emuni ebehu se sa na danko Ekufuado na aban we omu wia Ghana gold. Abrante be friend Alester Matthias. Ekeka nsem o camera so obo Ekufuado di se Ekufuado ekromfo. Gold a Ghana for ye tu no ha no illegally no from Chema wuntumi so kosi opon kroma so ekwa ewusim no omu nyina sa gold ye the Jubilee House no ma de ama Alester Matthias no de akwa abruchi akoton no de nsesa na bre omo. Inti ehu we nyina o cameras no Alester Matthias ne kasa no obo eye South Africa for president din na ndade na esi wo South Africa e na de na esi wo Ghana oba Ghana na na danko Ekufuado kromfo no eye asomodwe no ono ose oni de yaboni din nenim egu asinti a ofere ade nti a onfere ade no ni nkuru asese no so ma Al Jazeera for 7 days etwam Al Jazeera for reply kan say Jimmy no ansa na be publish documentary yan kan kirew ose an anka mo publish no anka ose mo kofa maku no mbeto nwom ansa na ma kiro de mekan ya no ofu ya adwene ena South Africa for so president yeboni din Diana South Africa president Kaye or say Gold Mafia exposes South Africa opens criminal probe into Al Jazeera documentary. South Africa for your Bobo president di womuno omo bie investigations into Alester Matthias statement. Akronfo te Ghana ha ne ye kontokwa ankwasiafo MPP fo ni bi. Adentina ye ebusa Ekufuado questions. Ne Ekufuado ebosom. Ekufuado ne bema ya 4 inches ana endru Ekufuado mnyanza chen wan Ekufuado ko de ne ho anko mbe public office entina me anyone who avails himself say obey public servant at the end of the day make sure said your baby are right because why nya me won kwan to dare you and to let you know you are stupid. Canada Japan so wiase sike nyina obedi president na sika no beso. Adentina onya wiase sike nyina no wodi MP almost 30 years so on fa ne sika no ko bi adwuma. Ade na on fa ne sika no kotena baby ka say media mi wo wiase sike nyina mempe president oda who the politics echi. Without politics these thieves they are filthy like rags. Me see you politics free war. These are monkeys dressed in Vietnam suits. Yeah. They be am catch the Ghana for without politics. Those you are seeing today wearing these Vietnam suits, they are monkeys dressed in suits. They don't have brains to lead. Men am see me what am I doing with politics? You have been in politics 30 years as an MP. We are also president the busa ho. We are comfort and your politics na ma survive. And the South Africa for the omunim nyansantia omu de enyansafo kakra wo kurodum no omu so mbebie criminal investigations into the statement. Ghana upon chromati eye asempa ka kire say but kojo upon chroma betena asempa Pentecost ni abrantie we di onim nyansan de titadwa se me de bi adentira president akobo krono me akye no se word bi e friend no because into one want to because na so we Jimmy near to chrome ha amanfo eda wanted to was MPP breaking the 8 ana mo just Jimmy ana onyonko na bi investigations no o te Ghana extra letter come Al Jazeera momodi watemewia fa letter le kire ya was because Mona mote brofo me say so we are president now kasa and somebody has to explain or translate or try to make sense out of your statement, then you are a fool. Every time a Kufuor speaks, they need somebody to come and explain a Kufuor statement. It is a Kufuor is an ignorant soul. On one kasa kwa kasa on tiasie. Enti ya disrespect no ya man Kufuor disrespect ya be do point where ya done to say yempo enti kronim. And then penifo na said becauseization before no na omunim nyansa na everybody is quiet. And the okasa Ekufuor asebwe upe Elizabeth Ohene na nufu setabo no keka nkwase asem aden a MPP ne power inti nkwase asem ekosu bia mo obi ankasa Elizabeth Ohene na nufu setabo no. And we sit here and we think obi anyini nko ade onim nyansa. It does not work like that. So papa o mame o auntie o ofa wenyini cha no wagimi amane ntia say hey wenyini cha mimum na wagimi because yenyani say we say are wrong. For all you know, nipa no krampo onim se ojimi. For all you know, majority of these politicians, they don't even know they are fooling until we let them understand through our language that you are fooling. You cannot choose this lifestyle over why people voted for you. We have the right. When a boy in Ghana for at the age of 45, 50, Ghanaians are still saying please in their language. You have to understand, Ghanaians naturally are born to respect. But for the past 63 or 64, 65 years, since we got independence, you use please without due respect. Nananom, nime, yame, okay, you use when me who are already 21 years already Ghana sika or Ghana. Since 1992, I am a republic, democratic nation. You use all the nines to please, Mr. President. Without you, Mr. President. Oh, penny-four. Oh, nananom. Yeah, boomo. Yeah, percent come here. You since Ghana besu, me won't say so be 20 years. We dig Ghana sika. There be 75, 65, 55. Keti amone mponko. Enkwasiafo we o range bimu na mudi sika no. Oti amane mbofu. Ghana and the Ohipic and the Ghana yakwa IM you just 3 billion. One of the Yakoye, won't Akorabi, Ako sign document say Ghana Sikasa. Omo sign Baumia 50 something, Oforiata 50, 60 something, or Ekufuor 99. Yaosaf Mafu 1932. Because I told down and I'm Ghana say, on the bed changing my brabo. And also Mafu the catcher will say Chinese new here channel. Intimatiano, not Miss Mabetnabe, oh, you know, in Penny4, Yanis Suminas. I'm not stupid. We have given a lot of respect to these people, and they are capitalizing on their respect and our timidity. Today 600 million a whole president of Ghana is granted interviews. 600 million. Germany is supporting Ukraine with 3 billion worth of weapons. So do you think $3 billion can save your economy? No. And then a whole president, $600 million, why a press conference. But Enkwara and 9 kids have died in Ghana. He has not spoken on it. He's not a foolish man. Let me tell you, is he not a foolish man? He's stupid. Intimate song kasa mi mbueku fuado. Ono ne actions no ena me man sa answers no questions no. His actions are stupid. $600 million a car say bia ubenya this week no enye confirmed though. You might get it. Wabe press conference in agovek kan kwasi asem. Enkwara na mo ma memutua etuoma wo no. A wo de president no ankanya omoto anka wawu. O kasa na hwindro firi hwini mu ba 2012, 2013. Now we are dead. When you're 2 bypasses down in Ghana. Sama me for your brain here for we see Canada mao. And then why would you say the yabo dua Uzbekistan? Now, Omumakura will never show sympathy. Or the Flagstaff House catch the Ghana for say you don't care. And I'll come and sit here and say, me I can niba into Kufu the man can ask them moya more bogus number the Chabuchino. And in Kwasia Fona Muboganda Ghana no. Munyansa. You are a foolish president, very foolish. Nipa na yewu and yes we are good but can was say me ma Al Jazeera 7 days. Na me crop to 7 days. Me akwa metia we Kufu to 7 days. Me sitting here, can the MPP government give me 7 days? You lie bad. You are going to give a whole Al Jazeera 7 days. Oh, yeah, why? Who born dog? Onyonku na be investigations, no. You are a president who is always corrupt. Every corrupt issue be audi wom. Edia na opo asase so. Ekufuado, untumi we for chicken credorson. Ekufuado, tilapia ba ku untumi we. Edia na wo pe. Untumi ni oba nda 10 minutes. Untumi. Edia na wo pe wasase so. Oforiata na nakuma betume sizi anytime. Oforiata ni kidney ene nakuma ebetume sizi anytime. Ede na mope. What do you want? What do you people need on earth? Ede na mope bumpty. Oh he didn't say Kim a year befie. Ede na mope hegabi hwebe bi onam ho. We wiase sika nyina hwede ona na ho nyanyan bi hwe. You just don't get it. Black people, I think we have some mental problem because we are just greedy for no reason. If you want to be greedy for a reason. You can't just be greedy. We are foolishly greedy for no reason. Why are you greedy? You need to have a reason for being greedy. So if you don't have a reason for being greedy, then you're foolishly stupid. Because greedy. Abrafo are greedy, but they have a reason for being greedy. Abrafo are very greedy people, but they have a reason. But before we are greedy and we don't have a reason for being greedy. Why are you greedy? Why do you need the money? And then they say, why would you pay near a corridor George Kwasia? And no greediness. No, you should have a reason for being greedy. You don't have a reason. At this age, what is your reason? Yes, you can go and no reason in that. That's a foolish reason. Because piesika when you go no na Ghana no ambeto wo mana wo piesika mu wia Ghana wo sika nyina e de mamomba e be restaurant ya ade na in the next 2-3 years Ghana ne ba oba no ontumi ntinem. Until you are foolishly stupid because your greediness does not make sense. Brony is greedy for a reason or dwene ho otnase ansa na why greedy. One boat on one lake nipa na President in Kasaye. More than wanted to chroma some way a glow. Moana mo boda mo hu. Afenyi dazi wana mo boda mo hu. Na wo te Ghana some ye Christian ni media me hu no kura meka. Ana mo baby kika mo hu. President from Wednesday besinde onka nipa nkono enkwara nkono omowu onka ho asem. Now mo de mo to fin say me na me a glow leader. Na mobadaye no ene ade efe no abadaye na ewen musama abadaye na ewen politics nti munyamada ne nkwasiafo ende omo to abama ofuiwe no ende omo no omo bre enenim. Let's do the do now. Yenwuram didim we ja Kevin way enso behwe masa Kevin way mi chiri no kura obo behwe na okwan Ibradango mi amono no uni bebi akogigim Mahama deserves to be president and why he's leading the NPP, NDC. Maybe mamo facts, no. Next time, me see the reason why I want to me more against one of my show when Munim Sahana no Kreno. Your name boy Simo, your Bogandam Waho. Yeah, but your facts, no. I say be Jimmy on Waha, Jimmy 4. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. S. Those who are asking for your transponder frequency, we are going to place it on the TV. Senebeya, more searching on Sankano. You'll be able to search it because some people are sending messages say, "Oh, loud silence." So call a multi TV so I find a dear channel. So we have it. What I have to do is my team, they are telling me right now, say I should place that on the channel. Senebeya Ubia Ebehu Bibia loud silence. Team, where should I put this? Let me put this here for now. I think the logo is on the TV. So okay. So I'm keeping it here after the show, no. Tomorrow more loud silence TV now. Mubusa say Oko multi TV so channel beno a transponder frequency 11675 11675 into o check here on sa ebeka loud silence TV it's very, very important. Now mommy and sa in Komowi quick. Makachre Ghana for Upe Massimo, I have said it. The NPP today is a tribal party. A party omuyim. Their blood omumoja ne yimu moja. Onya akania omuhu so ya boa. And I'll say today, ye nyina ne NPP nim ye hia ne edi nkoma jandam ne ye bone ye nyina enim say party no e akanfo party titiri ye ne asantefo party. E wo say ntafo the tea by aja from say ko ntafo no utu omfo mo nte. Ye ne asantefo enim say party ye dia obi obebem bia ye kwasiampanyi. Eya no kura da ho ye nyina enim ukomenhia kura ye beka kire say ye ne sa party ye dia into what baby also make sure say won share ase de ma wundi so normal. Now yenya baako eye MPP ni MP baako one na eye deputy trade minister. I say a deputy minister of trade way was reported by Pulse GH or Pulse Ghana. A deputy minister of trade and industry, Michael Ochibefi, has called for a change in the status quo of electing presidential candidates for the new patriotic party. Now, Oko Enimna say, okay, a story now. This is what the story says. Honorable Befi, who is also the member of parliament for New Jabin South, said it is now time for other tribes. Or say it is now time for other tribes to also take over to lead the party as presidential candidate and to ascend the presidential seat. Deputy Trade Minister no. Or say emraso say yebema obi a onya santini so abedi party nanim. Or say emraso say MPP no emraso say yebema obi a onka me say oya kani so abedi party nim. Na emom party no enya kanfo nkwa santifo party enya me na meka moamo MPP fo. Brofo na me chire mu no yenko yanim. Monfre eye Aliu Mahama bana and they are using like a rag. Omo fa na everyone can kwa asantifo no ene ye aka for here so Jimmy fo. O papa kura contest e man bi. Aliu Mahama is one of the finest politicians in the history of Ghana. Odia Kofo deputy. Oya Kofo vice. Obe contest Kofo kura support no. Je ye papa Kofo. Aliu Mahama the vice president. Na opeso obedi president, the finest, one of the finest politicians in Ghana. Aliu Mahama. Kofo di na de we odi president ahinie no. Okono. Aliu Mahama ka so opeso obedi pre Kofo pa support no. Oh, Aliu Mahama ban won nam MPP mu Jimmy ho say and we are the MPP. Yeah. They piss on you, my friend. We are 10 and now we are 10 aboa. Sa no mega kire. And the omanka say come bonu asem. Now, of course, no say, Mr. Ochibefi explained that the NPP is made up of members from different ethnic groups and religions. Therefore, appropriate for anyone qualified to lead the party regardless of his or her background. I see. Only the NPP no, anke Ghana no, anke obiya to me join ibi. Uye Kremonio, uye Christonio, uye Dagatinio, uye Asantinio, uye Kowuo. Na ohuni se emrene du se MPP no yebe biemu ma sebio omuso omunya asantifo akamfo no so benya tumi kase na omuso betumi afo eye franka tubre no position no die na bema a member of parliament and a minister say this. Me see die na bema a member of parliament and a minister of a political party so be bia na no aka so no aka sa ne party omo tribal if you say omo tribal. And NDC for internal elections, presidential, and the parliamentary. So we presidential. there was one person from the northern region and 2 people from the Ashanti region contesting him. Can it happen in the NPP? No. Can you have somebody from the NPP or no enye eye Asantini mapa kani to lead? No. But in the NDC, Command for your Santini in and out. You try to fruit more Santimemu. Kojo Bonsu or your Santini in and out. John Mahama or your ceremony. These people contested. Later, Ena Santini Bakosa onye. But the NDC, Obikweka said, from the beginning, you were supposed to disqualify Command for because he has a criminal case in court. It doesn't matter. The NDC is a party that opens up to everybody to contest. Because if the NDC had taken that decision, Obiabeka say, "I Command for beat Mahama," and it's not Tata no, you just Command for to go on, even though it was a very high voted decision the NDC took. Now, can you say the same about NPP? Now, why would any abu aben abetu akojina NPP say ento abamame? Why would any abu aben? Now, who is the many abu aben abetu akojina NPP? Him say monto abamame be the NPP him. Me busa mo questions. Yani akamfo no mukura no. Who fantini abu aben abetu akojina NPP? Him say today vote for me. Who tell ni abu aben? That is the history of the NPP today. The party is closed. The party is not open enough. The party is a tribal party, a group of ethnic group B and omjin say yomodia. We make see Kevin your tribal dabio. Me can dia unim no krano umpeso bekana me catch now. So NPP is not attractive. And me editorial na who analysis na me ama obetias say Ghana for or are more accept. You see, Ghana for are more comfortable with NDC than NPP. You will see. Me say and Udru Ghana for are more comfortable with the NDC. They didn't realize it until Kufuor became president. They realized it during Kufuor's time. They are conformed here JJ Rawlings. Any Mguasi, any Adada, any Atro, any Atemdi JJ Rawlings. Still not Ghana for any sir. Now Kufuor the be president, no, and a Ghana for you say they belong to the NDC. The NDC always open up to Ghanaians first. But NPP near party it is so enclosed. Into people are more comfortable aligning themselves to the NDC than the NPP. And the NDC for prime minister, they are more young people from different backgrounds. And they are not scared again. Some are in the corporate world, some are in the entertainment world, some are all over the place. They are not shy to be part of the NDC because the NDC is more acceptable. The NDC is more open. The NDC does not look at where you are coming from. The NDC is looking at what you bring to the table. By MPP, your bow tongue, your boy Kura Ufrim, your bow Mameno Papadin, your Chrawasi Ansani Ajuatum, and Tiamat partner is small. The party is closed. So you have to understand, your percent democracy is sinking well, but the NPP is not a democratic party; it's an ethnic party, and you need to understand. There's a difference between a democratic party and an ethnic party. NPP is an ethnic party, and this is a democratic party. Today, I can go. There's something. Where's this? Mamicha idea. I hope this is here. Pull out. Yeah. This is just 2020. Omo contested for NPP, right? NDC, flag bearer. Share. You was Santini womb. Where 2020? You was Sremni womb. You want Kraini womb. You want Fantini womb. You want Tough womb. You see how diverse the party is? This is 2020 NDC primaries. Omo contesting ya Mahama winnie. So you see the dynamics. Metumako Ekufuor Mr. S, Mr. P, pool 2012. 2012. Omo contesting for MPP. National dynamics, you know. Percentage wise, ethnic group Ben taking over. Share NDC for there. This is 2020. You see? So the NDC is more open. The NDC is not an ethnic party. The MPP is more ethnic because they are looking at Udin Tiseng. Or first name, no second name, free. Or Papaya won away and Sani Ajiwatum. But the NDC just opens up. And anyone who thinks they are competent to run for an election in the NDC can run an election. And it's a diverse number of people, diverse kind of the diverse groups are. NDC a year or more primaries, and you saw sometimes to me call a whole northern region Santini Rani or Utumi ko ho voter region Asantini Rano ho. Utumi ba Ashanti region. That is how a political party should be. Go to parliament. 47 NPP MPs omo nya Asante for. A ethnic party. It is not, you see, it is not appealing. It is not attracting anybody. The party is stale. It is non-ziet. And people are not attracted to the MPP because Nana Danko Kufuari achim small one way, any group of Asantephobi, homogeneous party belongs to them. So there are people outside on the fences. NDC today, they have more people jumping into NDC because they were on the fence and they were watching. After Kufuor taking over, I said, no, I don't belong to the NPP. Even whatever I have, when I enter the NPP, they'll cut me into pieces. And then you see more young people jumping into the NDC because they accept it. They have their kind. Everybody have their kind in the NDC. And that is how Oko election cinema it will reflect, and I'll show you today why John Mahama needs to lead Ghana and why he's the leader of Ghana. Even in opposition, he's more he unites Ghana more than in government. John Mahama in opposition has united Ghanaians. How many people voted in election 2020? Almost a little bit over 13 million people. I'll show you something today. How many registered members there were NDC mu? How many registered members there were NPP mu? PS, get me the number. I'm doing this analysis for you to see, baby. And I want you to understand the NPP is closed. A case. Obi antumi urem. Obi krawa that good ideas and some joining NPP or slow. Because some people say, hey, now free him. That is the first question. Send the we would tell lead the NPP. You people say, oh, you're whining. They didn't the same no free. Where must you do? That is the questions they'll be asking. And so end up as only the NDC, those questions don't come. They'll ask, when did you join NDC? NDC for the timelines in here. When did you join? When did you become a member? But NPP people say, well, why didn't the same? I seen any no. So one can say this year, obey as antimine or two for na be what no. What ye young few if you say omono ahinie no mudi and yep Ghana ho no more gene. So NPP is basically it's a tribal party and the Kufuor and these people. Ekiki obi osema sa jai Jimmy no hwe na enkiki ukra nka menka me Jimmy. O asa bibia ka fa fact be challenge na menche obibi. Ebe kiki yes, yenko baby, yenko baby, and the wakuma yara na bekum. Kevin Taylor is going May. You election 2020. Now kwasi afobin on social media. Oh, this guy he will fold up, and I'm saying, "Na mumuni maybe amuka ho." Asase aban. Asase aban. Yani asase aban for Ibradango. Ghana journalist in Yamna Muska. Joshua Ebema no nyimiti. Oya Bema be a TV de $5,000 a month. Oya Bema yebi. Mesi mena meye Ghana journalist nyina mena meye Ibradango mena meye Ibrahim Mahama plus Dangote $5,000 a month e Ghana sika sen hwinim. Yes, intimi kasa obi antie o say boy do etu no eh na ka mentwe no be we metu no mfa me mentwe between na o me am ko di me nkomo no mafa ai eh we dey yo ya hantai eh me mo bi ko ma hantai mfa me ya me hantai afa ma de hwinim udu nyankopon no ka wasam. Asase aban ye ntijai ye giaman ene ebu aka busimu no and Kevin this that's my bottom ye giaman ba o mi agina baby ananta ene Kufuor da na pempem apa na mo amaka ejimi fo di echi ye gi ene ebu aka busimu no mo gi mo man ama hwan oman no hwan dia oman na mo gi ama hwan because Ghana ye nyina ye dia o gi man na ma hwan o se rough say Egyptian pillars ye gi man e ba o mi agina ha na de ande agina ha o motuom se corner line kwasi akeka ne de tun se yes ye gi my girlfriends no Aslan kwasi akeka hima. All right, now mumia ko enim egigim yes say I have 4 minutes to end this, and me person me start it pound for pound and in term send you be Ghana for nyina be hu de me kire no. Me say NPP ni ben betumi 98.9% or NPP win there. Nobody. The party can never bring one person out. Over the NPP ni bia I don't know the Mahama ba. NDC the Mahama ba because omu nyina support Mahama. Now where? IMF deal. Ghana will return to international capital market soon. Government. Ebia moi so amefo. Me be chire mo atis ade we ase. Say IMF deal no by Wednesday Ghana yebenya sika 600 million out of 3 billion. Obedi come have $600 million. Now a year man we your friend Ibrahim Adams, and I hope I mean Adams. This man, when I did my documentary on Africa Energy Project, no, say or independent energy DNDA, interview. He's in an interview. This guy. Nani, I think we even got lost before we got to his office. Nani office building be painting the yellow bees. I interviewed this man. Not so Satana Muhammad also can something in the name of I'm a professional independent DNDA. When we now finish Muhammad, we mo intafo we mo. And there you say El Kufuado. Finance Minister for Nabako. Now look, so I'm from Minister or say Ghana will return to international capital market soon. Now, so I'm from making kind of Minchirem. Obian to Mrs. Mubium, what it? No home one day. Ibradango away. Yes, Suba Kevin Taylor away. Obian to Mrs. Mubium. The government is optimistic that Ghana will be able to return to the international capital market as soon as possible. Now, Queen must say, Ghana is on the verge of securing a $3 billion IMF bailout to help with the country's balance of payment problems. With the first tranche of $600 million expected to be authorized by Wednesday and disbursed within a week. The second tranche of $600 million is scheduled to be authorized following a successful first review of the program, which is expected to occur in November or December, with the remainder distributed in equal tranches of $360 million following semi-annual reviews. Nina say, IMF Ekufuado any MPP any Bawumia de koye no and the IMF for say moma no asai mama engineer so bia amentuma fisika na montem ekobia from the Paris Club esika man crew a omunyina ka mutira bo ho and then the omunyina ko share senkwasiafo omodi omusika ewie moma yemfa mra bi ntutu kwemu na yemma omo kwan na IMF mo musika na enya no nehia so amefo MPP aban say Sesia IMF for be more musika a year Wednesday is $600 million out of the $3 billion. Omo ba be ko international market. Say broni obika brofo na so ka say Ghana will return to international capital market. What you say? Ni nyina ye body tofa omo say IMF for e grante sa sika we ya. Na say ekwan mu bie so mbeko abruchira sa ko bobesia. Ne brofo no. We will return to the international capital market. Almost say IMF disika mo wie sisi ape and the next IMF ajatum so omo kwa bonten sanko bobesia no bi megum nan saying omo be yi $700 million say loan omo koje e besia no beka 600 no and there you see the IMF sika mo omo say capital market say nkofo e ka capital market radio for nchirechire bumu ni nyina ne say obo tofa omo say IMF by Wednesday omo je omutum say ya disikana momo a omo besa akwa abrochira komrofo no akobbo besia betoso na besia ho na nya ho faso Ken Oforiata data bank otu wodi matem ofui ansa na nkofo we mfiri aban mu no na omo gukro no ansa na nkofo we emfiri aban mu no na omo dey omo gukro no they are not even thinking of protecting a kakrana kano. They want to deplete it totally. Sika ya kwa jini yenyankayo yensanyankayo almost say they are thinking of going to the international market. Brian Omubre because from the beginning Oforiata as the finance minister and Eye Bawumia as the ignorant vice president, all that they were doing to sustain this country was borrowing to sustain. Now the issue is there is no harm in borrowing, but when you borrow, you need to let the people know what you have done with the borrowing and how much you are making out of the borrowing. Because these people were borrowing for Oforiata's bank to make money and we going at a loss. Into the more they borrow, they make money, we will be at a loss, we will be paying. And Nigeria John Mahama NDC forecast said, you people should speak up. And yes, sir, there's something called haircut. And Nigeria Tihano pensioner for and the creator car or china no muyum shomo. Into the number of pensioner for muyum shomo no ombe wage musikan because during Mahama time, pensioner be a new antanka say, where do you this month, this next month, you not even believing the government. So pensioner and the a chair demonstration and send you to the pensions come and no cry be more crampo than say just one okra. If you say right now, see you not in 2 weeks' time, no makuma started more BP ne costo because they are not assured of the next payment. And when a government or a country gets to that level whereby its own citizens cannot or agent cannot trust or put confidence in the government, governance is all about trust. Governance is about trust. Time I do so hit John Dramani Mahama said, I will take this by the horn and I will defeat it. Now, the reason why majority of Ghanaians are kind of criminals and trust Mahama and say he spoke about it, he took out a problem and he solved it. Now, the people's confidence started building. For them, started trusting Mahama after Mahama left office because some who said no. At least, now president to be a assemble or taking responsibility and dealt with it. And your president to be a assemble no diatem on Kasa, the vice president with Jimmy Chano into assemble Jimmy. They don't even address the people. Under John Mahama from 2012, from 2009, Atamels better so ebe sinne Ekufuadaba. Under Atamel John Mahama, pensioner be the demonstration of Ghana. How can you tell me say Ekufuado and Bawumia and Omoma they are intelligent? They are not. They are foolish. If you're a pensioner today, if these people are able to pay you today, it does not guarantee that the next year they will pay you or the next month they will pay you. They are lying to you. They are even making your condition worse. Because as a pensioner, you shouldn't be sitting and panting. You shouldn't be sitting and always being scared of what the government told you. You need to have some trust in the government. In the first place, you trusted the government. That's why you handed your money over to the government. Why are you now scared whenever your payment is due? Because the government you cannot trust. They are going to pay you. They might not even pay you the right amount, or they might not even pay you on the date set. So how can you trust such a government? So if I'm a pensioner in Ghana today, what will make me go to the ballot in 2024 and say this heart attack these people are giving me, I should call that upon myself again? And I will pensioner, with all due respect, you are stupid. Now there are people in Ghana, almost civil servants. In the next few years, they will be going into they will be retiring, they will be becoming pensioners. You people, if you don't make the right decision, if you don't make the right decision, because you people, you have seen it. If you are a pensioner to be, next year, a biblical pension. Next 2 years, a biblical pension. You are the people I'm talking to. This is the time you have to sit and say, no. I'm seeing what is happening there. And John Mahama, I didn't see any pensioner going to the finance ministry today to demonstrate. At the end of the day, when the agent have confidence in the government, it's a sign that the government is running the country well. Now, at this point, if you are close to going into pension, be smart. It does not matter what will happen in the next year or two. Vote against these people. Your money, they are using it to build restaurants. Pensioner for Canada Ekufuado banner that could $6 million restaurant. No. Ekufuado. Pensioner for Canada. So let me tell you for a fact. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebe DMPP enima Ekufuado the DMPP enim eye Gabi the DMPP enim eye Bamti enye obia Bawumia onim ne to pepa wo Ekufuado mo na kire si bi on pepa ne to. My men can be on a muntie me. Me say Mahamudu Bawumia, he cannot clean his own ass. Ekufuado na te toilet room and they said in him say, ya unsa say na pe power to. He cannot do things on his own. In this say, why do you say o to aba ma Bawumia, o to aba ma Ekufuado, o to aba ma Gabi, o to aba ma Kronfo ya omutumu susisi because they control Bawumia. Bawumia is just a remote. He cannot take decisions by himself. Ekufuado na titiro kakra man se fa pe power to da to bon. Ele kwasma be jame aka kwasma o de ye afere me amabre. So it's very important. So obetias here it's exactly 5-6 p.m. Me ba be kire Ghana fo nyina why John Mahama and the 98.9% enye bibi ntira. It is because Ghana are accepting NDC and they have accepted John Mahama. The grassroots are ready to die to keep power, to take power and save our democracy. And we are going to do some serious analysis. We are going now. After 1 minute, I'll be back for us to finish this. You're still watching with all due respect, extended version.
The NDC delegates have shown the way by electing me with a definite 98.9% or in mathematical terms, you always adjust to the nearest number. And so 98.9% is 99%. And this is indicative of their elevated faith and conviction in my ability to provide honest, visionary, and responsible leadership. The NDC delegates have shown the way by electing me with a definite 98.9%, or in mathematical terms, you always adjust to the nearest number. And so 98.9% is 99%. And this is indicative of their elevated faith and conviction in my ability to provide honest, visionary, and responsible leadership. They did so not only based on our solid record of achievements, but also on the concrete, sincere assurances I've given to transform our cherished country, Ghana, by building the Ghana we want together. That transformation will demand your cooperation, and that cooperation begins from today. In building the Ghana we want together, we will need you, every Ghanaian, including the disappointed NPP members. Including the disappointed NPP members who are appalled by the arrogance and truthfulness, mismanagement, corruption, and nepotism of their own government. I invite all such persons to join us in this rebuilding mission. We will also need you, every Ghanaian who wants to have a project or program in agriculture, including horticulture, aquaculture, small businesses, manufacturing, construction services, extractive industry, but has been impeded by the illicit demands of officials of this government. The next NDC government is your home. We will need you, every Ghanaian who believes that merit must be recognized and compensated, and not favoritism taking the center stage. And we'll need you if you genuinely believe we have had enough of the incompetence and mismanagement of this government over the last 6.5 years.
You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. We are live across the world on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. This evening, we're streaming live from our studios in Washington, D.C. It's time for Pound for Pound. But before I start a Pound for Pound, my team, they have been able to pull one of the documents, and I make NPP for us, so it's a tribal ethnic party. In here, 2007, DNA. 2007, I keep saying, say NPP, no, it is closed. NPP is not open to Ghanaians. Osha the way NDC, Osha structure, the way people go in there to fight for positions, and irrespective of your freedom, the way the NDC accept Ghanaians, NPP today does not. It has become a typical tribal ethnic group, and your party, political party, it has become a typical ethnic tribal group that only believes, so only DB, you can never lead the party. And any problem I face, So when you go into the archives, NPP in 2007. Enkran for Baku mienu Dagomba ni Baku. Enkran for mienu ena Dagomba ni Baku. Omo makanyina akamfo. And I'm trying to prove something to you, Ghana, for you to see that party. And it's that it is not attractive again. And it's that nobody is willing and nobody is even hungry to be part of the NPP. If you say, but NDC for your and I'll go up there. You will see Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado on your 63 votes. Or you can need a barrister or a confor only certificate. Ubehu, the second person. Alan Kojo Chiramantin, 52 votes. Or you can need So or economist and barrister. One MPP for no. Azankwa wanya lawyer or economist. Wanya lawyer or economist. Wanya pharmacist or economist. Omuni bibia o azan any jandam. Jandam for. Over the third person, Aliu Mahama, 61 votes. Oye Dagombani. Over Dawa Osafumafo, 64. Hey, sorry. All that I'm talking about are the ages. I'm sorry. Oba Nana Dankwe Kufuor 2007 was with this 63. I'm sorry. These are not votes. I'm telling you about a year, the ages. That first one, Maurifi Enkaho. Mame go back and correct the problem. Now in 2007, this is the NPP presidential aspirants. Look at the tribal difference here. Me catch you say NPP no, a ethnic group, any political party. Now the first one, another Danko Kufuor, age 63, ethnicity Akan, professional background barrister. Onya vote is saying 1,096, 47.9. Where Kufuor? Aya Alan Chamantin, Nasa time 2007, we did 52 years. Me catch him someone who said 21-year-old person get the Ghana Sika. 50, 49, and Kokora the Ghana Sika, ye boo ma bedru hande, omuda hu see Jimmy. Now Oko Aliu Mahama, age 61, 2007, with Dagombani, building technologist. Onya saying 146 votes. Aliu Mahama, no ya Kufuor vice. Onya 146 votes. Ekufuado. Onya 1,000. Alan Chamantina 700. So maybe Dagombani na bedu. That is MPP. Me chao MPP no. Sibia tie. Then you come down. Damboche. 49 years those times. Akan. Computer analyst. Damboche so idea computer analyst. But seriously, Damboche so idea. And then there's a messy. Mekophobia diaba. Damboche so no a computer analyst. Yet ya. Oh dear. Also a computer analyst. Yet ya. I will show you something. Damboche. Then in 2007, also a computer analyst. Okay. Computer analyst on your 52 votes. A year P Owusu Akuma, Papa Owusu Ankuma, no one's with 49 then. And the Papa Owusu Ankuma, than Kumoche with the same age. Papa Owusu Ankuma, only Damboche, Menoka say we are the same age, you mati. Papa Owusu Ankuma, so Sata also with 49. Hey, I would do Saka age, and I'm using this arrow. I would do Saka age, and I'm using this arrow. I would do Saka. Bloody Morgan. Any that talent we age and we using this arrow. You Papa was on command Damboche 2007 49 you yati. Now Papa was on command also no say barrister or say lawyer. You want your barrister or your lawyer. Hey, on your barrister or your computer analyst or your computer analyst or your economist MVV as ankwa. Jandam. Now oko your Adokofuor. Oh, that be Owusu Ajiman, Hackman Owusu Ajiman. Sana 2007 with this is the 6 years. Hey, just say no more. 2007 now Hackman this is the 6 end of the whole or abemo. Hackman, honestly agroeconomist. Hey, ebu or no drugstore also a pharmaceutical economist. No say hostified economist. Jantra for draws doro. Jantralization draws like economy. The economist where they also an agroeconomist. Media Bikayo on the Kaya. Or losing 52 votes. A year at the Kofor. Time 2007, now the Kufuor 67 years. I do me pekura. They get worried. Jandam for I so much draw. You bet you be acid. At the Kufuor, so I can know this 67. Also say or a physician or faith in Kufuor. There is in a bad way. You guys will be a physician or faith in Kufuor as a or shep mum above boy and the enconsa. Obi to say Michael Kwe. Yenya Michael Kwe ya. 2007 do this 63. 2003, 2007. Na mi anga mi uncle Makukwe. No, this is the 3 years. And what this say? You're 2023. All right, there you go. Makukwe so oya nkrani also oya political scientist. Also, or your political scientist, Michael Quero, or the politics, science in United, and your boy, or Twitter on engaging. Okay, this one will go to this part. I never a political scientist or the politics, science. Hey, more. Now, about a year, Obeche Bilante, may you so rest in peace. Obeche be there, and also no 61, no inclining, and also say, or a publicist. Obeche is not here, so I have nothing to say about him. We cannot speak for the dead. What I'll say is I'm going to skip that one. Now we go to the next one. Kunedua Preku, that time 2007. No, we did 53 years. I need to do this fast too. Mr. P, let me do this in 5 minutes because the editorial is very, very important. Oba Ekufa there 2007. No, we did 63. Mamu Renfi. No, we did 63. And a year came from Paul Boating, Professor. Kwabena from Paul Boating. That time 2007 from Paul Boating. We did 56. I can. Cardiovascular surgeon. Prof. Obeye Dieng waha. Professor from Paul Boating. Obeye Dieng waha. Obeye Dieng. Vascular. What do you akuma body pri. Na kwa boye. Obeye Dieng wa kronfo emu. Professor from Paul. Obeye Dieng waha wa kronfo emu. Ene hedi omayo. Ufri prof also akanin. No about Boachi K Ejako. Just a mini president and you know. Ejako young president did that. These are old criminals. Ejako minim say current one and I said you we na. Edio we there may so rest in peace. But current one there. Boachi K Ejako 51. I can also a banker. Bank or a so proper bank in him, so a teller in him, so a bank a year a supervisor in him. Yes, so a banker. Hey, where was you? Way banker, Omoboa. Oba Chaser, your conform to the gate, no, your ma oba obeso be a council on the table, omo assist for on ye you be your coganos and your banker or bois, Oba Chase Bank, any other bank to America, a high school for the or college for no Mobia for bank now, omoboa, young queen. Now, Kwabena Japan, snitch, snitch for you captain, Konkonsa, Kwabena Japan, Konkonsa, boy, Kwabena Japan, sit time 2007. Also, now we did 56 years. In 2007, no, na Kwabena Japan, na also no we did 51 years. Hey, Kwabena Japan no also did 45 years. Kwabena Japan. Honestly, I can also a civil engineer. All right. The next one is F. Owusu Japan. Also the 63 economist, also a land economist. We say MPP before, either or a horse economist, and as a jantra economist, and also a food economist. The other economist is also one. Say any Nicaragua for Yidimshi, the castle economist or a banker and one. Nicaragua for the second one and they already. Now, Uko down Omamaka made some party nase. And the Kudienti amount from MPP Libyan and Michiro Muno. Oba se who will be to say BAJ Bewa on also the 64 2007 or can or a geographer and Arthur Kennedy me ankasa me uncle Arthur Kennedy already who ntem who say Eddie was no bodam and or train ho or say David also no we nya tetanus and Mr. Arthur Kennedy or train who so also no bodam dada Arthur Kennedy so almost I can also a physician now can ya 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can't for. Omunyina ya asante for omu kame se. Omunyina ye kofo. Omunyina ye accounts. Omunyina kame se. Infante for kofo bono for de. Dodo ne asante for. MPP no. Inti me chire omu ati ase chire mu no. Eni chire nda MPP no enye obi afe. Na wukom no ye be pamo aka che so maame. Odi agade ana so odi enade. Sa na ebebusa wo. And the old people who say, "Oh dear, na dear, so dear, dear." Ye ko yihene, ye ko ye ebusa penyini, ye bebu my house, me mama efrihi, me papa frihi. That is why it's not attractive. Now, my men cham when they ye jumebi, and the obianya but say, so I'm for relax. Obianya home, I've my men did jumebi nchemo. Now, John Dramani Mahama has been chosen by the NPP NDC as their flag bearer. Question obi ebusa say, John Mahama. Ediana NDC for ehu John Mahama mua, they are still insisting say he can be president. Why say all the delegates are more NDC muno? They gave John Mahama 99% when he ran it up. Dientra, what have they seen? John Mahama in opposition, on any different person, yenim John Mahama. Yenim ne say no a president. John Mahama enkotena kuro bi so 20 years ensamba nka say me free kuro bi so aba se sia ne de me John Mahama na me yetani ende me mfantini John Mahama be kai oni na te Ghana still John Mahama na ne ka so ekromfo no ebesin de obi antumi nchie no John Mahama na say we di Ghana sika nyina ebesin de sika John Mahama di obi antumi nkan John Mahama na say no onya president papa no ende ye de atoto ene de oni da so John Mahama ho edie na ema NDC fo nyina ekwa abontene akoma John Mahama 99.9% say ombedi NPP NDC enim. Remember election 2020 by the Electoral Commission and as Electoral Commission for figures no a little over 13 million Ghanaians in the Tuaba. Team, I'm still waiting. Team, I'm still waiting for the registered NPP members, any registered NDC members. In fact, if I'm going to be very generous with NPP the NDC here. Yamfan say NDC 3 million registered members. Yamfan say and MPP so 3 million registered members. I'm being generous here. That means say in 2020 no Sauma NDC for 3 million. Now my MPP for 3 million na. Omo na mo staunch NPP NDC for omo nyina beto ma MPP omo beto ma NDC. Ukani bi no bomo 6 million, right? Now say nipa mo to about Ghana 13 million then it means say there is some 7 million Ghanaians they don't belong to NPP and they don't belong to NDC. They can decide to vote anyway, anytime. I hope so. They me check what you say. Let's say per the EC's number in 2020, no, nipa 13 million to about Ghana. Now, yeah, let's be generous to NDC. Yanka say NDC for registered team. Yeah, the okuya kwa NDC 3 million members. Yanko MPP, Yanka say MPP diehard fans 3 million. Sa 3 we no. Omumia ni nyina betwa ma MPP any NDC. Obia betwa ma the party. Into that means to say there was 7 million Ghanaians they don't belong to the NDC or MPP because they are not registered card holding members. Now, my main chairman the Kudientia John Mahama is not liked just by the NDC, but John Mahama is liked by Ghanaians. The 98% you saw, no, it is an endorsement from the grassroots to tell Ghanaians to say the person you people have been yearning for, no, we are giving it to you. Now, these documents, I'm about to show no, and the statistics we are going to do today, no, the reason why John Mahama got 98.9, and it's not just NDC that are giving him that number. Ghana for NMA John Mahama sa numbers, no. Now let's start. Now in 2016, John Mahama was president. He lost power. John Mahama became president after the demise of His Excellency John Ivers Santa-Mills. May he so rest in peace. And John Mahama bye. 2012 to 2016, John Mahama was president for 3 years, 4 months as the president and the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Now, John Mahama bedi Ghana sono, it wasn't Rosary, but it wasn't West. John Mahama bedi Ghana sono, Ghana for dum pempenso because say John Mahama dia wo ye nyina ye. So go home and let Ekufuado also obey die Okenyina to come. So John Mahama and the NDC went into opposition. Now, see this. Every document I'm going to show here are official documents from the Electoral Commission. I did not make it up. What we do is we analyze the document for you to understand. And thank you very much to the team for making sure these things are all ready before tonight's show. Now, see. In 2016, Oko Ashanti Regional, the NPP, Ashanti region is the stronghold of the NPP. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo got 1.6 million votes in 2016. Satana John Mahama is president of the republic. John Dramani Mahama enya 497. Let's run it up. John Mahama enya close to 500,000. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo enya 1.6. Into we 6 in the cry. Still, John Mahama, the deficit was about 1 million votes in Ashanti region. And this is 2016 when John Mahama was president. In Tinipa, almost 500,000 clothes and a to Abama John Mahama and a 1.6 million to Abama Ekufuado. Now, this is the stronghold of the NPP. You expect NPP that came in with free SHS. You expect NPP that came with one district, one factory. You expect NPP that came in to say NDC is corrupt, Mahama is incompetent. You expect the NPP that came in saying that they can fix the economy, do things better, build 350 senior high schools, make sure everybody's employed, every single Ghanaian worker, all cocoa farmers, every single thing is done right. Now, in 2020, look at this. The NPP moved their numbers from 1.6 to almost 1.8. Almost saying almost 200,000. Now the NDC moved from 400 all the way to 652. The question here is, John Mahama, NPP for stronghold, how was he able to add 200,000 votes? Abraham Ekufuado came with free SHS. The same time Ekufuado was talking about one district, one factory. Ekufuado was talking about one district, one dam, 1 million per constituency, free SHS school buildings. This government was still new. And the question here is, you ask yourself, in the stronghold of the NPP na eye Kumasi Asante Memuno, eye Ashanti region, in 2016, Ekufuado from 2016 to 2020, he was able to add almost 200,000 votes. The same as John Mahama, who was also able to win 200,000 votes in opposition. Now, if somebody's in opposition and is able to move from 400 to 600, close to 700,000, then it means the opposition, that is John Mahama, still in Ashanti region, there are people there who still believe in his leadership. There are people there who later realized that John Mahama, they did not do the right thing, because it was later that they realized that John Mahama was basically governing the nation better. Ekufuado is moving and John Mahama is moving. You expect Senka Ekufuado stronghold and NPP stronghold. Ekufuado moves. What they will do is Senka NPP and control with NDC numbers more. No, but the NDC is getting more numbers. So you ask yourself, what is happening? This is the stronghold of the NPP. At the intra, Ekufuado's government is fresh. All the things they talked about are still fresh. They are still bragging about the things they are going to give their people. One district, one factory. All these things are still in the system. In fact, they campaign with free SHS, which is their trump card. But John Mahama, in less than 4 years, was able to add another 200,000 in the strongest hold of the NPP. I'm doing this basic analysis for you to understand why Ghana, for about 7 million Ghanaians are omni NPP any NDC they want John Mahama. The 98.9 and 99.9 are NDC for the man. It is not demo. It is what the people want and NDC for the man. Now see. So when you want to break down the analysis, whereas the NDC made over 155,000 votes from 2016 to 2020, NDC did almost 155,000 votes. And the card John Mahama no opposition appreciation in 2020 compared to 2016, the NPP in Ashanti region made 146k vote. The idea forget 146,000. NDC in 2020 only 155,000 votes at the same phase. John Mahama. Why is John Mahama adding 155,000 votes? Let's forget about the shenanigans and the police brutality and the John Mahama, his old face. He has not changed. He was able to add 155,000. Ekufuado Day 146. So technically, John Mahama's presence stopped the NPP from moving forward. Let's do the cancellation. It means NDC and NPP, nobody had numbers in the Ashanti region, and this is the stronghold of the NPP. And it is their creme de la creme captain Ekufuado. Because Obiadim say NPP Ekufuado didn't answer. None of these guys and I'm between because Ekufuado no so didn't answer pa. So when you do the breakdown, meaning in the Ashanti region, the NDC added more votes to their votes they had in 2016 in 2020 than the NPP, and it's a fact. So it is John Mahama. And remember, NPP NDC Ghana for they don't belong to NPP NDC. So it means there's a group of more Ghana. They want John Mahama. It's not just NDC and NPP. There is a group. You friends NDC for or NPP for, but there's a group that is in the Ashanti region that would die to bring John Mahama back. Now let's move. We are doing region by region. We are not sure analysis number 1 say John Mahama is already president, but you don't follow the statistics. I now say there's a challenge. There's no challenge in 2024. There's no challenge. John Mahama is not going to challenge anybody. He's winning, and the numbers are there. Now see, let's go to the strongest, another stronghold of the NPP. That is the Eastern region. Thank you, team. The Eastern region. In 2016, out the 33 constituencies, after declaring the 33 out of the 33 constituencies in 2016, Nana Danko Kufuor on Wankasani Krum onya 678,000. Run it up, 680,000. 2016 on one Krum. Not John Mahama, president. Everything was against John Mahama. When you go to 2016 Eastern region, John Mahama, after 33 out of 33 constituencies, John Mahama made 397. Run it up. John Mahama made 400,000. Ekufuor made 700,000. A difference of about 300,000. There, about almost 300,000. This is 2016. This is when Ekufuor was running his mouth, bringing all the propaganda. John Mahama was fighting him. He couldn't. Ekufuor's hometown, Ekufuor's constituency. This is the second biggest constituency of the NPP. Now let's move to 2020. The same Eastern region, 33 out of the 33 constituencies. Ekufuor moved to 741,000. John Mahama moved to 472. Now, for 2016, now John Mahama was saying, now John Mahama was 397, 400,000. Now, Ekufuor was saying 678. So when you go to 2020, you realize the same John Mahama, he made numbers. Ekufuor made numbers, but you were expecting John Mahama to drop numbers in the Eastern region. If Ekufuor is going to make numbers, those numbers are supposed to go against John Mahama. But John Mahama, at the end of the day, in opposition, is still making numbers. His numbers didn't drop. He still added numbers to his numbers in the Eastern region. These two regions I'm talking about are the strongest regions that make MPP get power every time. And from the analysis I'm showing you, it is showing clearly, say, the NPP does not even have a stronghold again. They don't. Because the gap the NPP is giving NDC is closing. And whose face is there is still John Mahama. So what is changing? Why are the people not so furious? Why are the people saying, why is John Mahama coming back? Why are they not voting against him? Why are the people still voting for John Mahama? Now, when we want to do the breakdown in the analysis, this is what happens. In 2020, the NDC managed 74,000. John Mahama did 74,000. From 2016, NDC for vote. Vote appreciation in the Eastern region against MPP 63. Into analysis. That means, say, in 2020, John Mahama made more numbers in the Eastern region than Ekufuor and the MPP. So if the NDC is giving John Mahama 99.9, it is not just the NDC. It is Ghana at this point wants John Mahama. If a sitting government, in their first term, with their policies fresh in the minds of people, with all the things they said, at the end of the day, in their own stronghold, NDC, with the face of the same John Mahama, is able to move and add 74,000 votes. And you, the government in power, your stronghold, you are making 63,000 plus. You have failed. You are losing popularity. John Mahama is popular than the NPP. John Mahama deserves to lead the NDC. In the NDC, they didn't make a mistake. They did the analysis, they looked at the numbers, and they saw John Mahama is the only person who can bring this country back to normal. Let's move forward to other regions. Now, let's move from the Eastern region. Now, Eastern region, second analysis, from this trend, even in the NPP stronghold, the NDC made more numbers than the NPP compared to 2016 and 2020. And that is what the team, at the end of the day, we came by. So John Mahama is making more numbers. Now, let's move from there and go to the Volta region. See what happened. This is the same John Mahama. This is the same John Mahama. People were against. People thought they were saying John Mahama could have done better. People were lied to and told that John Mahama cannot lead. In the Volta region, now I went to the two strongholds of the NPP, John Mahama made numbers. He still added numbers. He didn't lose numbers. In 2016, after 18 out of the 18 constituencies declared, 2016, John Dramani Mahama in the Volta region made 493,000 votes, almost 500,000 in the Volta region. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo made 60,000. Listen, John Mahama in 2016 in the Volta region, when you want to run it up, he made almost 500,000. That is 493. Akufo-Addo made 60,000 in the Volta region. Now let's go to the 2020 elections. And this is the supposed stronghold of the NDC. So you see the gap. Now, when you go to 2020 Volta region, John Mahama made 600,000. He moved from 400 to 600. It is John Mahama's stronghold. It is NDC stronghold. Why was it 400 in 2016? There was a problem. They fell for the propaganda. 2020, John Mahama came back less than 4 years. He was able to add 200,000 more. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the NPP, they made gains in the Volta region. They made 100,000. That means they added 40,000 in the Volta region. That's the dynamics. So you need to understand that comparatively, when you take the Ashanti region, Eastern region, and the Volta region, if you do the analysis well, the NPP did well in the Volta region. Why? Because some people in the Volta region, almost 30,000 people did not vote. Because if those numbers had come in, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo wouldn't have made the 101. What they did, the gerrymandering they did in the Volta region, they took the people of Sal out. And what they did was that secured 30,000 votes that would have gone to the NDC. They took it away to help them move from that 60,000 to 100,000. And they did the division. I am telling you the facts. Because what you are seeing is John Mahama's effects. If John Mahama had not added 200,000, the NPP would have added that 200,000. But because it's John Mahama, because it's his face, because it's a stronghold, because the NDC Voltarians now know that they were lied to, they came in their numbers. At the end of the day, you saw the way Kandapa and the National Security suppressed the Voltarians not to even come out and vote. So I am trying to let you understand the dynamics, why John Mahama is important in this dynamic, why John Mahama should lead and why the NDC has given him the nod. Nobody in the NDC today can have these numbers. No. After 3 years being in opposition, you can't. Now let me tell you the dynamics. Volta region dynamics. Analysis. Comparing 2016 to 2020, the NDC made a lump sum of 113,000 votes. Plus votes in 2020, whereas the NPP made 40,000. So you see, John Mahama from 2016, he added almost 200 or 140,000 votes. NPP added 40K. How did it happen? It happened because the NPP did gerrymandering. They entered the Volta region. They suppressed the vote. Some people were not allowed to vote. Because if some people were allowed to vote, NPP's numbers wouldn't have gotten to 101. Now, let's move straight to the Greater Accra region. I am showing you why John Mahama is president. He will be president, and nothing can change. Because the new John Mahama coming is going to add more numbers in 2024. It's a fact. You can change it. That's why I keep telling you, NDC will win the election from the Ashanti region. On TSA, we are doing our analysis behind the scenes. The NDC will win election 2024 from the Ashanti region. Because Ashanti 4, Sebio, and Yansa 4, they would show Omamobadi Abakoma John Mahama 2020. They will add more votes to John Mahama. Mr. S, Mr. P. Some people are being distracted here. If you can get rid of some of them, it will be good. Now let's go to Greater Accra region. At the end of the day, the 34 constituencies, some kind of no. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 2016, he made 1.62 thousand votes. Akufo-Addo made 1 million votes in the Greater Accra region after adding all the constituencies. Now John Mahama is president. Satan Akufo-Addo not the free SHS. He John Mahama as the sitting president made 950,000. So technically, about 80,000, 70,000, Akufo-Addo took those votes. There was a difference of about 80,000 in the Greater Accra region. Now let's go to 2020. It is the same John Mahama. He's in opposition. He's been in opposition for like 4 years. What has changed? My catch them say, your mom here die hard MPP and die hard NDC. There's a group there that is 7 million and over. They are looking at the records. They are looking around themselves. They are looking in their neighborhoods and their constituencies. Almost share a Juma Mahama. Are they believing it now? Are they seeing it now? Now let's go to 2020. Greater Accra region. After 34 out of 34 constituencies were counted, John Dramani Mahama passed Akufo-Addo. Ask yourself why. John Mahama crossed to make 1.3 million. It is the same face. He's not in power. Akufo-Addo dropped to 1.25. Akufo-Addo made 1 million. Akufo-Addo made 1 million. So you expect Akufo-Addo to move to 1.5 or 1.4 where John Mahama is. Why? Because Akufo-Addo at the same time he was talking about free SHS. Akufo-Addo MPP, they were talking about one district, one factory. They were talking about 1 million per constituency. They were talking about making sure, say, NAPCO is there. Akufo-Addo was talking about they building toilets. So Akufo-Addo was supposed to get more vote. In fact, John Mahama's vote was supposed to drop. But John Mahama, around 900, moved to 1.3. He added over 400,000. So now you see the dynamics. John Mahama has always been ahead of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. John Mahama has always been the favorite to lead Ghana. Ghanaians want John Mahama. They don't want MPP. And nobody in the MPP can match the numbers of John Mahama. And the fact is, numbers here, it is not going to drop. No. Our situation is worse than before. So, the numbers you are seeing today, they are going to double in 2024. Anyone who voted for John Mahama in the Greater Accra region, 900 in 2020, over 1 million. Nobody is going to vote against John Mahama. You know why? Because they are seeing his work around every day. And these people continuously, everybody is seeing that they are liars. And that is the basis why the NPP, NDC today say, John Mahama is president and he needs to be president officially. Now, Greater Accra analysis. In Greater Accra, they made over 380,000 votes in 2020 compared with what they had in 2016. John Mahama added about 380,000 votes in 2020. 380,000 votes. You want to change such a person? And NDC said no. In the same breath, the NPP made 188,000. So you see, say, John Mahama, his presence, the NPP is not able to breathe. The NPP is not able to get more gas. It is either they fight the same numbers or they drop. The NPP is not able to show that they are in power because the people are looking at your works. But with John Mahama and his track record, it is tough for NPP to get any oxygen. And you see, John Mahama will make 380,000. From 900, he goes to 1.3. Akufo-Addo from 1.65, he moves to 1.2. John Mahama's presence, his track record is always propelling the NDC. So for the NDC to bring John Mahama, they are strategically right and politically right. Because in Ghana today, currently, nobody can beat John Mahama. And if you don't know, John Mahama, he's an opposition leader. He is not the current president. So don't get anything twisted here. These are the facts. Now, when you go to Central Region, my own hometown, in Central Region in 2016, when John Mahama was president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo made almost 500,000 votes. Central Region, Akufo-Addo made almost 500,000 votes. 2016. Nana free SH, Nana one constituency, one dam, Nana DND, they had the policies and lies. John Mahama, not a sitting president, John Mahama made 400,000 votes. Akufo-Addo led Mahama close to about, let's say, 90,000 votes in the Central Region. It's the same Central Region that John Mahama was building Commander Sugar Factory. It's the same Central Region that when you go there, every road was constructed by the NDC. It's the same Central Region that when you go today, every single project, government project was done by the NDC. But the Central Region, they gave the vote in 2016 to who? Akufo-Addo. It is John Mahama. People don't like him. He didn't do anything. We were lying. The controversies, the propaganda. Now let's go to 2016. John Mahama isn't president. He is in opposition. NPDC brought him. Is John Mahama the right person? Can he make some numbers? Is he going to drop the numbers or is he going to add a little bit to it? Let's go to 2020. There's a reason why I'm saying John Mahama has won the elections. There's a reason why NDC is right. Go to Central Region, Kotokraba Market. John Mahama built it. So, upon all this, read the fantasy, you see, and pay John Mahama. Let's go to 2020. Sata Akufo-Addo be the president 4 years. In 2020, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, he made 600,000. Remember, let's go to 2016 Central Region. 2016 Central Region, Akufo-Addo made 500,000. In 2020, he made 600,000 or the almost 100,000 can vote to him. Satan Akufo-Addo onye she was Central Region. Na enkwara no order that free SH is not that John Mahama in 2016, how much did he make? He made 400,000. In 2020, John Mahama in opposition nobody liked. He moved from 400,000 to 525,000. He added over 100,000. In 2020, the NPP cannot breathe with John Mahama around their neck because John Mahama is not going to give you space. And anything that they were screaming, and then how did John Mahama, they know that John Mahama, the gas they have, John Mahama has taken it. So John Mahama added over 100,000. So ask yourself, why should the NDC change John Mahama? This is the opposition effect. This is an opposition leader who is making more numbers than the current government, considering the policies, so-called policies, Akufo-Addo and NPP. This is the government that says he has all the policies. He has done better. John Mahama has been on the sidelines for 4 years. And still, the gas John Mahama has, they cannot take from him. So who says NDC made the wrong choice? Now, let's do the central analysis. The NDC made 118,000 under John Mahama. 2020, John Mahama said in the number day, 118,000 count. Ask yourself, how did he do that? Because now, they are looking around and saying, MPP for that die. Nana Akufo-Addo made 105. So do the calculation. Mahama made more numbers in the Central Region than the NPP. So who is saying John Mahama is wrong? John Mahama and the NDC, they have made the right choice because you can't go wrong with the statistics I'm showing you. And remember, John Mahama in 2020, nobody, those who are doubting are going to vote for him. So ask yourself. And we are not stupid. We know what we are talking about. Now let's go straight to the Western Region. In 2016, thank you, team. In 2016, in the Western Region, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo in 2016 made 384. Let's round it up. Almost 400,000 votes. Akufo-Addo in opposition. 2016. Now John Mahama and president. 26. John Mahama made almost 300,000. Akufo-Addo they almost bear 100,000 difference in the Western Region. Every single project in the Western Region was done by John Mahama and the NDC. Every single project. Hospitals, to railways, to airports, to cold stores, it was done by NDC. Ports, their harbor, everything was done by the NDC. But in 2016, because of the lies, Southern Western Region, they were not looking around. They were supposed to look around and say, all the things that they are saying, is it true? They did not look around. When Mahama went into opposition, 2016, now Akufo-Addo led Mahama with over close to 100,000 votes. The reason why NDC, they have made the right decision, and John Mahama is president today, and I make sure, in opposition, he's taking the gas out of these people. Now, Western Region 2020. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo got 439. Remember, 2016, Akufo-Addo, you are saying. 2016, Akufo-Addo got 285. Mahama got, Akufo-Addo got 300. Yes, Akufo-Addo got 400. And Mahama got 300, right? 2016. Now in 2020, Western Region, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo moved from 400 to 439,000. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 2016 he made almost 400. Now he moved to 439,000. Let's say he added 40,000 or something, or 50. John Mahama moved from 300,000 to 398,000. You rounded up 400,000. Still, John Mahama is holding the gas. Akufo-Addo still could not suffocate Mahama. John Mahama still maintained his numbers and added. So when you go to Western Region statistics, this is what you see. 122,000 votes were made by the NDC Western Region. Who was the flag bearer? It's John Mahama. What has changed? Nobody obeying what Otuma John Mahama in 2020 will change their mind because things are worse and they are going to get worse. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo or tip power, MPP, one district, one factory, free SHS, he added only 55,000. You see? So in every region and every race, from 2016, John Mahama has flipped it. That's we call the opposition effect. And it has never happened in the history of Ghana. John Mahama has flipped every election. And it's not who numbers now who parliament, it is the John Mahama effect. So the NDC with John Mahama as the flag bearer, even in opposition, is making more numbers than the NDC MPP. So who in their stupid senses will say, I don't want John Mahama? And it's I trust the delegates. I respect their decision. What they have done shows they are ready for power. Now, let's move to the Bronx Ahafo region. The Bronx. No, I'll show you something. Now, in 2016, 29 out of the 29 constituency, which is the Bono, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo made 500,000 votes. Not John Mahama, president. Bono, John Mahama made 400,000 votes. Almost 100,000 difference. Yeah, almost 100,000 difference in 2016. Now, so about 2020, we are talking about 500,000 against 400,000, right? Now, when it comes to 2020, in the Bono, see the numbers. In the Bono, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo made 295. That's almost 300,000. John Mahama made 200,000. Now, when you put the two together, John Mahama made 600,000, Akufo-Addo made 800,000. There's a gap of 200,000. So you will see, say, if you're going by the 2020 numbers, Akufo-Addo could not beat Mahama here. Let's put the 2016 aside. Let's look at the 2020 numbers. 292 plus 2 and 200. What's the difference here? A sitting president, a government that has talked about free SHS, one district, one factory, one district, one dam, 1 million per constituency, blah, 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 blah. They could not beat John Mahama in the Bono region, only 90,000 votes. You see, but in 2016, he was leading close to over 100,000 votes. John Mahama has taken the gas out of the NPP. The numbers are showing that John Mahama won election 2020, unless you don't want to speak the truth. And this is a regional MPP came and divided the regions, thinking that it was going to drop John Mahama's numbers. But the people who live in the constituencies, they see John Mahama's work. And today in 2020, John Mahama. And in 2020, John Mahama is still powerful. See, 292,000 against 200,000. Where is he going? John Mahama is sucking the blood out of the NPP. We're good NPP, no? He deserves the 99.9%. Dufo can get these numbers. Nobody can get these numbers. It is John Mahama. So I am not lying to you. I am showing you the facts. Now see, when you go to Bono East, MPP for creating new regions. They were thinking the Bono East regions, ebe kati John Mahama, John Mahama numbers down. See what happened in Bono East. Bono East in 2020, because these ones they did not vote there in 2016. These are new regions. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo made in 2016, Bono East, Akufo-Addo made 156,000. In 2020, Akufo-Addo numbers drop here to 139,000. Ask yourself why. John Mahama in 2016, he made 177,000. In 2020, 177,000. John Mahama did not move. He still holds the ground. Akufo-Addo dropped numbers. Ask yourself why. Those numbers he dropped, it went to the Bono region and they went to NDC. So upon all the gymnastics and upon all the incantations they are doing, John Dramani Mahama still is holding the gas. And it will be suicidal for anybody in the NDC to say there is another person. It is John Mahama because he comes with the numbers and he's still holding the gas. Akufo-Addo in 2016 made 156. In 2020, in his new region that he put together, he dropped from 159 to all the way 139. John Mahama, when he was president in 2016, he made 177,000. When he was in opposition, he made 177,000. So he gained plus 3.1. Akufo-Addo lost 1.2 minus 2.8. That's how you look at elections. That's how you do your analysis. Now, when you go to a place like Bono East, when you go to Ahafo, these are the new regions they created. Let's go to Ahafo. When you go to Ahafo, 6 out of the 6 constituencies in 2016, this is what you see. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 2016, he got 145,000. John Mahama was in opposition. He was president. He got 116,000. Akufo-Addo led him with over 35,000, almost 40,000 votes. This is John Mahama being president. Akufo-Addo got 145. John Mahama, who was president, he got 116. Now let's move to 2020 when John Mahama is in opposition. Yeah. Now let's move to Bono analysis. Let me show you something. Combining the 3 new regions, because I have told you about Bono. I've told you about Bono East, and I'm telling you about Ahafo. This is all under Bono and Akufo-Addo and 3. Now, combining the 3 new regions of Brong Ahafo in 2020, the NPP made 577,000 votes in total. NDC, on the other hand, made 497,000 votes in total. Now, when you do the calculation, this means that in 2020, NDC made a combined appreciation of 75,000 votes, plus from the 3 new created regions compared to 2016, while the NPP made 66,000. So, the Bono regions, now first, you're Brong Ahafo, Omunyina Tobacco, and Akufo-Addo Bechichemu and Miensa. John Mahama still added 75,000. Akufo-Addo added 66,000. You should have asked yourself, I had John Mahama still making numbers. John Mahama should be losing numbers. John Mahama shouldn't be even be making 10,000. But John Mahama, upon all the divisions in Akufo-Addo, he is still making numbers. What is making John Mahama make numbers? It is his track record. It is experience. John Mahama has sucked the blood out of NPP. That's why I'm saying today, nobody in Ghana's history can stand John Mahama in the general elections if it is free and fair. Now, let's move on. Mechama Diebi, Upper East 2016. We are running through Ghana. It's exactly 10 p.m. in Ghana. It's 6 p.m. here. I know what I'm doing. We are good with time. In 2016, 15 out of the 15 constituencies, John Mahama in the Upper East 2016, he made 271,000 votes. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the hot dog then, he made what? 157,000 votes. The gap was very close. Technically, it was about 100,000. This is 2016. Now Akufo-Addo is talking about free SHS. Oh, the people in the north. Bawumia was up there in the north lying. Mahama is a criminal. I confirm it to Akufo-Addo, the free SHS. Nobody will pay light bill. Nobody will pay water bill. Bawumia, Anthony Cabo, Mamina and Nimu to say one woman, no. Your friend, Otikwe Jagba. Nenum Tumso Kruno. They went up there, they destroyed Mahama and the NDC. Mahama still maintained 271,000. Akufo-Addo closed the gap to 157,000. Now Akufo-Addo is president. MPP is in power. Let me show you something. When you go to 2020 Upper East, John Mahama moved from 127. Listen, 2016. John Mahama was saying 271,000. People were angry with John Mahama. People didn't want to see him. His Northern brothers, they lied. Bawumia, Anthony Cabo, Otiko Jagba, and Aliu Mahama Mano, they lied. So Mahama make 271. Now in 2016, Mahama, nobody wanted to see Mahama because of propaganda. Mahama made 271. Akufo-Addo made 157. Now come to 2020. Mahama, the same Mahama, he didn't go anywhere. He stayed in Ghana. Mahama jumped from 271 to 322,000. Now you see, from 270 to 322,000. Ask yourself, is it not the same John Mahama the NDC brought? If his track record is terrible, why are they giving him the numbers? If you go to Akufo-Addo, he moved from 157 to 175. Bawumia is his vice president. They brought 3 SHS, 1 district, 1 factory, 1 constituency, 1 dam. They still could not cross 200,000. From 157 to 175, how much? They still could not cross 200,000. You know why? Because the Northern brothers started realizing that Bawumia is a liar. They realized MPP is a trouble party. They realized that they fooled them in 2016. So NDC, the decision they have taken is one of the best in Ghana's politics, because the gas John Mahama has now, nobody can come close. NDC will win the elections hands down, and they will win it from the Ashanti region. Now see, let's do Upper East analysis. NDC made over 50,000 gain. Mahama no opposition. In opposition, Mahama was able to add 50,000 more votes. Upper East in 2020, comparing what they had in 2016, and MPP made 18,000 votes. NPP, they dropped the numbers. Mahama is still strong. Which candidate do you think can do this? It's only Mahama. Mahama is the sure bet. I'm giving you a clear-cut victory. The NDC is staring at, and they have begun working hard. The grassroots, I am telling them, the power belongs to them. 2024 is for NDC. Mahama is president. Hardship in Ghana is going to multiply. Bawumia is a liar. Alan Cash cannot deliver. They don't have a message. Let me take you to Upper West. We are almost done. Upper West, 2016, 11 constituency out of 11 constituencies. John Dramani Mahama made 167,000. He was president, 2016. The Northern brothers, Azuri, Akronfoni, they were lying to our brothers in the north. When you go up there, Manes Azuri, Bawumia, Anthony Cabo, Otiko Jagba, and all those criminals in the MPP, almost MPP for no. They were lying. They were lying about Mahama. They were just up there destroying John Mahama. John Mahama made 167,000 in the Upper West. In 2020, Upper West, John Mahama moved from 167 to 238. John Mahama, in opposition, he moved from 167 to 238. Akufo-Addo went to 105. In 2016, Akufo-Addo in the Upper West region, he made 165. He dropped numbers over 30,000 votes. Now you see, in 2016, Akufo-Addo had 165,000. In 2020, he had 105. Now you see the picture. Our Northern brothers are not stupid again. They will not fall for any nonsense. They will not fall for a tribal party. They will vote, and they will vote by looking at what is around them. Every single thing in the Western region was done by the NDC. Majority was led by John Mahama. That is why I keep telling you, the NDC, they have made the best decision in the history of Ghana by putting John Mahama forward. Nobody in the MPP can stand John Mahama. Nobody. See, Upper West analysis. This is how it is. In the Upper West, NDC appreciated by 71,000 in 2020. John Mahama from 2016 added 71,000 votes to the NDC. Who can do that? and he's going to add more. The NPP, they did what? They made only 3,000 gain. 3,000. So when I show you this analysis, and these are not cooked, that's why I'm saying that when you come on this platform, I make you understand why we have endorsed John Mahama to win election 2024. Nobody. So looking at what the NDC delegates did, they know what is right. And I applaud them and I respect them. Because the gas is with them. The gas is with John Mahama. He has sucked everything out of the NPP. NPP is just walking dead. Nobody in the NPP can make the numbers John Mahama is making today. Nobody. Now, see the northern region. 18 constituencies out of 18 constituencies. John Dramani Mahama in 2016 made 389,000 votes in 2016. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo made 286,000 votes. This is John Mahama's hometown, home place. He's a northerner. Akufo-Addo was on his neck. He could not breathe because the propaganda was too much. Upon all the things he was doing, upon the hospital, the regional hospitals, the airports, everything, Akufo-Addo was breathing. He and Bawumia was lying. Mahama could not do anything. Mahama was telling the truth, Bawumia was lying. We always believe the lies. I did not make these numbers up. NPP4. These are your EC numbers. It is not from me. Anytime I catch up, say 2020 election, Mahama won. And until to date, we don't have a number for the elections. 2020, NDC won the elections. Now go to 2020 Northern Region. See something. John Dramani Mahama moved from 389 to 449. In opposition, almost 500,000. Akufo-Addo, 286 to 391,000. He had the numbers. Now the question here is, has Akufo-Addo been able to take any number from NDC? No. John Mahama is appreciating the NDC numbers. If Akufo-Addo takes one step, Mahama takes two steps. Remember, Akufo-Addo on NPP for Maradona no. Oma makanyina fankuba. Me say MPP no. Akufo-Addo na Maradona no. Maradona na jimia fankuba for nyina yamwa. So you need to understand, John Mahama comes with something special. I've run you through the whole country. And here Akufo-Addo, Eka say MPP say they have a stronghold. NPP does not have stronghold in Ghana again. They don't. They are scared and they will lose power because the people are wise. Nobody can contest John Mahama in Ghana and win. Nobody. Legitimate elections. Nobody. And I'm saying it from the point of facts. Not Mimbo Mr. Munkau. I can tell papa and I can tell Mame and I can tell Kwasi. If I want to insult you, better me do a term or but I want to educate Ghanaians. And this is what I expect MPP for. No, this is what I want you to do. Now at this point, and this is what Ghanaians want to know. Now let me do the analysis in the northern region for you to see. Sorry. Northern region analysis. In the northern region, the NDC managed 60,000 votes. Mahama Sade, 60,000 Ekoma NDC in opposition. NPP for Muntie, you have lost the election, so. And Obia Otuma John Mahama Bia will not change their mind. And anytime Kacha will say, NDC won election 2020. We are Ghanaians, believe and go out there and cast your vote for Mahama in your numbers. Shut the whole place down. Let them not get a space to even contest the elections. We are Ghanaians, now a free mind to think. Go, then instill your authority by voting massively. It will get to a point the EC cannot even mention the numbers because ebebua faso. In the northern region, the NDC managed 60,000 votes appreciation, whereas the NPP made a jump of 100,000 vote appreciation. This means that when it narrowed down to 10 regions or even 16 regions, the northern region has been the only region that the NPP has made more numbers than the NDC. Comparing the difference in 2016 and 2020. So you realize that in 2020, the NPP were able to make some numbers in the northern region because of the lies. Now, Anka was saying NDC numbers no drop it totally, but it is because of John Mahama. If it was any other candidate, the NDC wouldn't have even been able to make 100,000 votes in the northern region. But it is because of John Mahama. It is because of the brand. It is because of their track record and the experience and the truthness that he uses in leading. And this is what we call analyzing 2024 elections. And this is what we call why John Mahama keeps saying to Ghanaians that the Ghana we want together, no, we always have to say, bringing the president we all want. John Mahama and the NDC say, we are bringing back the Ghana we want. We are going to all come together and bring back the Ghana we want. We are also going to come together and bring back the president we want. And that is John Dramani Mahama. And the facts are there. The young people of Ghana who want clean, honest leadership, vote for John Mahama. Me say, we have not entered campaign proper. When we enter campaign proper, I will show Ghanaians why NPP egu, but my junior Musa is still alive. NPP is done. They have no gas. John Mahama holds the gas in his hand. When does this, it lights fire. You know why? Because it comes with experience. We are not done here. We will keep educating Ghanaians and breaking things down. NPP egu. NPP about tribal. NPP does not have a stronghold. Ashanti region is not the stronghold of the NPP. Eastern is not a stronghold. The NPP has lost it because of lies and ethnicity. Ghana, we need to save this nation. John Mahama, the NDC delegates, they have shown us they are ready. We, the 7 million and 8 million in the middle, we made the right decision in 2020. Let's confirm our decision again in 2024. We will go into some very important stuff as the months and the years go by. I will break things down for you people all to understand why the NDC never made a mistake giving John Mahama 99.9%. I'll be right back for us to talk. You're still watching with all respect, extended version.
The NDC delegates have shown the way by electing me with a definite 98.9%, or in mathematical terms, you always adjust to the nearest number. And so 98.9% is 99%. And this is indicative of their elevated faith and conviction in my ability to provide honest, visionary, and responsible leadership. As I conclude, before I take my seat, I want to reiterate some of the other commitments I made to the people of Ghana on the campaign tour. I want you to remember them so that you can hold me accountable when I come into office. I'll keep these promises when I assume office on January 7th, 2025, God willing. We will restore stability and inclusive growth in the economy, and we shall rejuvenate the almost collapsed banks and the financial sector. And this will involve sweeping reforms at the Bank of Ghana, because the central bank itself has been a part of creating this problem. I'll create the foundation that will ensure that Ghana will never suffer such a deadly debt management program that threatens to send our elderly people holding government bonds to an early grave and wipe out the investments of the Ghanaian middle class. I'll prioritize local participation in the banking, financial, telecoms, mining, oil and gas, agriculture, manufacturing and construction sectors to generate more jobs for our youth. The Ghanaian young men and women we interact with on a daily basis and their colleagues in other African countries are simply tired of the jobless GDP figures. We will actively attract viable and serious private sector investors to partner government to invest in the productive sectors of this country for more jobs to be created. I will advocate strongly the return of investors who have left because of the poor management of this economy by NPP. This will involve an emphasis on agriculture and agribusiness, and will have a strong focus on making Ghanaians own their own micro enterprises. I'll complete abandoned and ongoing projects instead of rushing to start new ones. We will carry out an inventory of all hospitals, schools, electrification, water and road projects which have stalled or been abandoned, and we will make an annual budgetary allocation for their completion. Beyond the economic front, we will also be very strong on governance, because transparent and accountable governance at all levels remains an assured fuel that fires the socio-economic transformation of successful nations. In that regard, we will establish a Governance Advisory Council to help improve political governance, curb corruption, and ensure the respect of human rights. This council will include representatives of civil society organizations, religious leaders, traditional leaders, and ordinary Ghanaians. And amongst others, they will be empowered to release a State of Governance in Ghana report every year. This report will guide governments in fine-tuning our good governance record. And as I said already, I'll run the leanest but most efficient government under the Fourth Republic by appointing not more than 60 ministers and deputy ministers. And I said already, I'll work to abolish the payment of ex gratia and cut out waste and ostentation in government. We shall work with Parliament and all stakeholders to complete the Constitution review process and strengthen the separation of powers. Government procurement is recognized as a major source of corruption and misappropriation of public funds. We will therefore, among other measures, set up an independent value for money office to scrutinize all government procurements that are above a $5 million threshold, or as shall be recommended by Parliament. I will give anti-corruption state institutions unfettered space to operate. The days of the clearing agents must come to an end on January 7, 2025. I'll also set up a commission of inquiry to investigate the matter of looted and stolen state lands. And the same commission will make recommendations for resolving the vexed issue of expropriated Gardangbe lands. And to deepen our democracy, the fourth estate of the realm, the media must also be given a conducive and collaborative atmosphere to operate as the fourth power that they ought to be, without threats, harassment, and assassinations. In this regard, we shall speed up the investigation of the assassination of Ahmed Swale. And the perpetrators shall surely be brought to book.
You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akoberutela. It's time to pick phone calls. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
My brother, Maju, and the game of MAHAMA'S Apia Stadium.
Apia Stadium. Go ahead.
Kevin, I mean, you're Cassie. You're the Nippon Nasi. Then you go for Abdul. If you buy the Atamfu, Kevin said that it's a little so. A branchena, Yamuria, or the Mahama, or no me, no. I will say, me, Prince, I'm not just one guy who Germany, we have a support to a quality groom her. 7 years ago for him, what for you be a Muridi. Many and now we say, oh, we are CNN, BBC. It is information center be episode of phone with the Jano. Na a brave man answer no you be to the job the kwatike you be magazine na deal with the actually no the double you say the be ompo na matese so far we true for the whole Ghana and the matese you say was the national president Mahama so NDC the be for also be serious if also be panan kasa or nyamia friend na e kiache de handcuff board na wo mpem police no e ko timi nyami timi yichire no ndi also be panye sofo mo bia for also be pastor serious wa obaji also be pay di me ni petition so de man no mo ya me mobo
thank you very much. All right, Apia Stadium. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Black Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Taylor, Kekaka, Masomo, Western region. na that delegate on Western region overwhelming and convincing vote the ma Excellency Hope of Ghana John Mahama. Here be the Pistia Valley. Perfect. Now we have massive change in Sweba. Western region, new faces of the woman. We my honorable if Docas a photo fair our parliament Dr. Grace Ayensuba and the Miliata Ba Dr. John Kujo and Memphis Central Soba. Now we talk on so my baby are treating Madame Gladys to watches Western region and man in the mobile
campaign I would like to assure a Western region force in banning officially. May campaign to win their seats.
Massively. John Mahama 2024.
But that's it. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. Western region in banning I'm promising you guys I'll campaign for you guys. My platform is for you guys. Western region for more contest in our NDC tickets soon in banning. Hello, caller. Hello.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
What you saying?
Pacho Biaboko.
Yeah, kum wahala. Me what two things I can tell. Two things, real quick. Two things. First of all, they do a Bible mo can say enkrobia ni nyame. First of all, Ghana Nyankopon ebi sraw pa bunsumfo nyina wo Ghana nyina sraw edi wachi. That's one. Number two, as some of can say NPP for NPP tribal party. Madam to be for Ghana. This is called Ghana. Our business can produce 500 businesses for young people. Our Ghana. Minister be. Minister no bisa and say ofihifa. Oponi din keke. E din keke no boy no. Minister no catch and say e din keke na wa bo no. And the demand business no be na nko be ya. This is evidence that say NPP is a tribal, but I'm telling you, it will be 500 over 500 jobs for the youth because all a particular tribe.
All right,
why?
Thank you. Kumhala, thank you very much.
You.
All right, okay. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Evening.
Yeah.
Kevin Michael Nimi Fefi Odomi.
Go ahead.
Otiriji. And we fame it here. One ye election na mesumi to abanibi. Election na ye koto ye no. We any idea ye binumu ye expect say ye behu afi branch executive, constituency executive, and regional executive, including even national. Because at this time, say we are NDC near we are NDC mapa. That's a win name say Mahama and you be obetimi a fire a winning election. That means you are not fully prepared for the win. And that me one dear bako ewo program no ye wo tamaleno. After say your incoming president kasa ye o championphobi. Later I saw Honorable Haruna Idrisu was signal say mpenifobi wa ha SSA ochiawo. In fact, Kevin, I was very, very happy to see that scene. But Ghana media will never talk about that thing because enono Haruna ekoye adipa. Banka Haruna emunaye at that moment nkochina eni nebe news.
I personally, thank you very much. I personally saw that, and to be very fair with you, it was one of the things I was thinking of talking about Ochina. But Odiaba Apono, let me just speak on this. Personally, I watched the whole event, and I think, say, Haruna Idrisu showed maturity, and Bianca Sameshano, I knew for a fact to say, it wasn't deliberate. John Mahama ignored the other side are not in peniphobic teno. But it's also something that actually unya ubia why not you say on person be leaving any stone unturned. On per se any mistake will happen at any deliberate. So I saw him run all the way to him because Mahama by right and Obi chair and call left. And he was going to go sit down. Basically, he even sat down. And he ran to him to say, no, I think say Ure Yefibibi because there's a lot happening here. But our northern chiefs they are also here to support you. And basically he led him to greet every single one of them. And to me, I keep saying on my platform, when you see me criticize somebody on my platform, and you're personal, I criticize on that particular matter. And believe me, what Haruna Idrisu did today, it has saved a lot for John Mahama, because this is a mistake that he did not even know. And he's human like you and I, that he can forget something. But for somebody to think at that moment, to just be like, you know what, this is not a time for us to even make mistakes we don't even know. This is the time we are all supposed to be brothers keepers. That is why I have a big problem with Muntaka after the elections and making some childish comments. No, yen to me MPs. Yen to me for 7 MPs in the constituency. But we also all have to have somebody we support. And yet all the MPs say you are support it. And then yet some of the MPs are supporting you will be supported. But that does not mean say after that, you still become childish to do childish politics. And man can answer no. But what I saw, Haruna Idrisu showed maturity. And let me tell you for a fact, he might be hurt with what happened in Parliament. But at the end of the day, maybe he has come to that realization that it is not about individuals. It's about when NDC is in power, it's about the NDC and it's all about all of them. But some of them are still holding on this childish comment. What else again? The NDC comes back together. And then they go and fight for power. So that's where we need about. That's what the whole kasa and childish statement. Ayana, you the person, you look childish to everybody. The flag bearer of the NDC has said elections officially has ended. It means from today, everybody's supposed to come back under the umbrella and fight for what we have all been talking about. Who is supposed to go back? Because somebody offended you, you also offended somebody. That is why in politics, it gets to a point, it stops, then you forge forward. So me, I saw it. And I give all the credit to Haruna Idrisu, the respect. At least he lifted something for people to understand. We can disagree to agree in the same party, but the future of the party and the power of the party is the most important thing. And so I give him credit for that. I respect him for that. But more childish politics, it's not going to serve any better purpose for you, because these words you are using today after elections, will come after you. Because I could have said so many things. Our elections are also, but I decided to speak generally because I need the NDC to win the elections. Sana penyini ye, sana ubi oye badwin ba ye. So I dream of former Obadwin says still there's fight. There's nothing. You need to understand. And this kind of things now, a month will be an 2016, a losing election. He's still on the sidelines, distracting the party. And if you're a current MP, now say Ojin say, and if this was your first election, this is your like 4th election. So what haven't you seen? So what is making you go sit for people to say, why do you form or your MP? Even first time winners, Crampo, they are not speaking like that. You are childish, Muntaka. But I don't have time for these things. I am ready to win the bigger power. And that is my focus. And you, this immature MP, sleeping this Muntaka, can learn. You might be using Haruna as your shield every day. Because Haruna Idrisu and me. Obiane Nifie, a waye and a woman. They are totally two different things. Muntaka, you could not give John Mahama 100%. Haruna gave John Mahama 100%. So as much as people have issues with Haruna, he is delivering. Are you delivering? And these are the things. But this is not the time to be going into these things. This is the time for mature politicians to understand that let us all forget about what happened and move forward. You were not offended, and your uncle will be offended. You also offended people. In Tiagas, come back and forth. Do you think you'll be here today? You need to be mature. Start thinking right. It is very important. All right, my call. Hello, caller. Hello.
111
Oh 666. I said 111 666. 666. I know. Yeah. Memo story. Story. I cause 111. Story near then. You see we are now.
Mama. What's it?
You see 111 we are now.
Yes, you Baku crab.
It is a Baku cry and see it. Baku cry.
Brunisi, cry and see it.
111, you'll see Baku cry here.
Kokra, see, Kokra.
Eddie 111.
Mama, Mama, had the should be a picture, Mama, generation, into na good work of Mama and then to us.
That's the 111. Thank you very much for the call. 111666. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Your friend Master Richard make a selfie picture.
Me pacho kasa.
Kevin, 111 a manhole in
111 on.
To say a cathedral, so almost 2 manhole at a fish pond, the same thing. Kevin, Adepa could be so costly Ghana. The media in Ghana ain't come once. Kevin, do so costly Ghana.
Do so costly. Ochina, I think I might open the phone lines for Ghanaians to call. Do so costly. Yeah.
Costly. Now, you see, I say, no. When we do so, no, nas omo beswa. Na ye faces be akoko off. Inti emphasis. Ghana. A light of na near star 20,000 5,000 faces back off. That's the major problem. So media name can was Anna Kevin me pese NDC for yempeni 40 as say share. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na command almost 99% no. Enye few. One can we say yeah sadly because ye pese train this in for say gone are the days are omudin crofo share and a monto abama we munye say no. That time a trim or Brenna Gani ni braces here just auto the phone. It is and we hear the right choices. And secondly, almost so many traitors are being this mono almost area, a guyangari muno. Yen grassroots ni show moha, baby obefibia monitor because he names some of them did you MPP mo. Yeah, almost a chance on the crumb almost.
That's it, boss. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Katie, yeah, I'm very happy that I'm through today.
Nice one.
Speaking from Germany. Yeah, the point is, Miriam, it should be on bed receipt. Don't let it pass 2 days. You better kill boot to boot.
Mate. All right, thank you very much. All right, hello, caller. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Meet you, Kasa.
Yeah.
Hello? Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, please, I'm calling from Sandargo.
Okay, go ahead. We're listening.
Yeah. Yes, we are happy for John to lead us as for 2024 election. We appreciate and we thank all you people and the host. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you.
But we in the Sandaro, I think 2024 it will be hard for NDC to get MP because the voters, there's corruption inside. Some people collect money, TV set and motorbike. So that led who won this thing.
So that's your concern, right? That's your concern.
So by 2024, the voters also will be expected to collect motorbikes or money and voted the candidate. So that's our problems now.
All right.
The leaders should work on it.
Okay. So the leaders should work on it. It's very, very important. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah.
Apo man. Good. I be with Canada. And I'm brother. See, I know it's about you, Joe. You Jada, so no, and Yasam Kabaka. Now, the picture there, you might have my cousin, oil on the right. Oh, no, you know, time, one arrow.
Never Ghana. Clash with Ghana. Apoto. Hello, caller. Dija Dankunio. Chiku. Ayamudana. Monsieur Yedepa. Minyanisia na some yanisa. Sa danko koso. Yeah, and this koso. I'm for last call. I'm in the show. I'm not picking any more calls again. Thank you very much for being part of today's show. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor, aka JB or BJ or JB, Baby Jesus or Jesus Baby, or the Internet Isa or the Black Jesus, aka Ibradango. I am the millionaire. When it comes to Ghana journalisting, I am the millionaire. Thank you very much for joining me today. I really love you, and I know you love me back. It's been a wonderful day. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I will be here to discuss Ghana. Remember, we are all messengers and messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. We will save this nation. You and I will bring John Dramani Mahama back as president of the Republic of Ghana. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. God bless the Republic of Ghana. Good night.